Welcome to Lakeside Legendz, a community of fantasy storytelling. This is Chronicles of Ravira, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons TTRPG. I am your DM, Cole Wolfrun. I am bringing you this world that I came up with for you to enjoy. Now let's introduce the players. First off, we have Ruka over here. Then we have Lore. And then, of course, we have Retired Rogue. Dove Unchained.
Caged, but close.
Sorry. Brain, no work. Tarvel, the Ring Wraith.
Really changes the meaning of that name.
And Storm.
Don't ruin my Lord of the Rings reference.
The Unchained.
So
we're starting off strong, guys.
Few announcements before we get started. Our community Discord, Lakeside Village, is open. Join for memes, art, cosplay, and storytelling. All right, and with that, we're going to get started with session 1 of our Chronicles of Ravira campaign on the continent of Ravira in the world of Alavar. Now, a little recap of session 0 before we get started. In session 0, our heroes all met each other at the local tavern, looking to, whether willingly or not, or whether they were hired by someone else, they were looking to engage in a job that the local town had need of. They really need to figure out what's going on in their forest and why all these ethereal, pale ladies keep running around their town and people keep disappearing. They also met a few NPCs such as Wee John the Halfling, who ran into the forest, and Kaz the Minotaur.
Have fun storming the castle.
And Kaz the Minotaur, who is sent to protect our own Felicity by her mother, because his mom told him to. So, with that, are we all ready to begin?
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
So, you guys are all sitting, with the exception of Miss Felicity Bliss, around the table eating the breakfast that our dear Karaku ordered for you all the morning after your shenanigans, and after getting quite intoxicated, a few of you, but mostly Miss Felicity, as you all see a massive minotaur with black fur walk down the stairs, sit down. He pulls up 2 chairs, sits down and goes, "She's coming. She said she had to get ready."
Thank you, Kaz. Appreciate that as always.
All right.
What was your name again?
Kerku Windmere. You can just call me Care, though.
That's easier. As you're saying this, you see walking down the stairs ever so gracefully Lady Felicity walking down with her pink gown, her pink hair flowing, her little piece of armor on her chest. And she walks down. You are all together in the same room as the barmaid Rita is cleaning up all of the mess from the night before left by Wee John and his halfling friends.
Oh, dear. Felicity just walks over to the group and elegantly sits down in the nearest seat available and doesn't say anything. She is quite embarrassed about the previous night, and maybe if she just doesn't mention it, it didn't happen.
Morning.
Karina just slides a cup
Morning.
of tea over that direction, just silently also.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I
So
did discover you're a rather good dancer, though.
Nothing happened yesterday. What?
Well, I mean, I think I'd be a good dancer. I've trained quite a bit in it, but referring to last night, I have no recollection.
so
I wondered.
as we look around the table, the five of you seated as such, we'll go around and let everyone kind of describe themselves. So first, Karina.
I got put on the spot, didn't I? All right. Just sitting kind of actually fist on her chin, just kind of watching the exchange. Very bemused look on her face of this is not something she's uncomfortable with, but kind of amused by. Has dark hair, and it's braided at the top and multiple braids throughout with small gold clasps throughout it. Just a simple armor, half plate armor, covering her chest, and a spear propped up next to her, actually resting more in the crook of her arm. It never goes very far from her. Most noticeably for her is her eyes are sky blue, except for one of them, her left eye, has just a distinct golden circle around the pupil. Other than that, she looks pretty much normal, human, nothing terribly different or extraordinary about her.
Other than the fact that she appears human in a continent where humans are the minority.
That's maybe fair. But she doesn't seem to mind or even actually notice. So,
And sitting next to Karina on the table is the man who ordered the breakfast, Kerku.
Yes, Keriku sitting relaxed as ever, but somehow pulling off perfect, prim, proper posture. Enjoying what looks to be like a morning glass of wine. He carries all of his wine very similarly, very elegantly. A purple tiefling with 4 horns cresting the back, and a long, narrow tail that he doesn't wrap around his leg because he keeps it flying around because it's fun. And dressed to the absolute nines, has very, very minimal armor on, doesn't look prepared to be out in the world at all, but, you know, he is there looking as confident as you possibly can.
And sitting next to dear Kerku is the sailor. Soldier.
Aye. Well, Soldier is just sitting in tattered rags for clothes. The pants that he wears are torn and worn around the shins. The shirt is falling apart at this, along the bottom as well as the edges of the sleeves. He is not wearing his armor at the moment. He does not expect anything to happen currently. But from a distance, it would appear that he is a blonde human. The only thing that differentiates him from a regular human is the fact that he has the ears of a half-elf. He has deep sea blue eyes, and he's just sipping some water.
All right, and sitting next to our contemplative sailor soldier is his traveling companion for the last 6 months or so, Nyx.
Yeah, so seated next to him is what appears to be an elf, kind of similar to what I'm wearing right now, but long purple hair, lots of braids in it, kind of ombres to white, Often you see little leaves, feathers in the hair and braids itself. You're not entirely sure if it's decorative or if they just ended up there and they haven't decided to clean them out. They're wearing kind of dyed leather and hide, kind of purple, gray, blue. Looks potentially handmade and restitched over and over again. And they've got gray skin, of course, elf ears, dark blue eyes, and they pretty femme looking at the moment. And yeah, they're kind of just observing everyone at the moment, just kind of waiting for whatever we're all sitting together for to go down.
And meanwhile, sitting not next to Nyx, sitting a bit past the giant minotaur with his black fur, his no armor, and his very large axe, very goofy demeanor, is our Lady Felicity.
Yes, Felicity is a pink Valentine tiefling. She's got the long pink hair, probably down to her waist, 2 white horns that are kind of hidden, not terribly out. She's wearing a silk type of dress with a piece of, I would say, purplish mulberry colored breastplate. But aside from that, she's not wearing any other armor. It looks very decorative, if anything. And she's just sitting there beside her Minotaur friend, very politely, and definitely not saying too much because she's still recovering from the embarrassment of having lost her chill the previous night.
On that note, Kaz turns and goes, "Oh, hey, do you feel okay? Sometimes when my dad drinks too much, he gets real bad headaches and is kind of silly the next day."
I feel quite fine, thank you.
You were dancing a lot.
Was I? That's the
She
second
had to
time.
carry you. He points at Karina.
Of course she did. So sorry, it's Karina. I feel fine. Really, it's not going to happen again. It's just a little slip up, sometimes you just have to dance it out. I suppose. So, how did you sleep?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah. I was excited. I want to go fight.
Oh, well, I don't quite know if we're going to fight anything soon, but
Oh, man.
save that energy.
Lots of exploration to be done first, my friend. Very tall friend.
He goes, he kind of spurts out his 2 nostrils and he says, "Okay." And he kind of slumps in his chair a little bit more and crosses his arms.
Oh, darling, there'll be plenty of fighting, I'm sure. I'm going to need a lot of protection, I'm sure, if we get into something.
Yeah, my mom said your mom told her you get in trouble easy.
I do no such thing.
Last night might be a bit of a count against that argument, my dear.
I mean, to be
Well,
fair, she didn't really get in any trouble.
I just danced, right? I didn't hike up my skirts or anything.
As I recall, we were playing a bit of block. Karina.
Were you dancing too?
Oh, I was, yes. We were keeping a few eyes off of you.
Well, sorry about that.
No, you're perfectly fine.
I don't think I'd get in trouble in the violent way, though.
No.
That requires a Minotaur, a warrior, to protect me.
Not at all.
So as you're all just kind of sitting and chit-chatting, enjoying the fine meal in front of you, they did provide a pretty good meal. There's actually quite a few stacks of pancakes. There is some biscuits. There's plenty of butter spread across, and there's lots of baked goods for everybody. And of course, there's a plate full of sausages and bacon as well. Looks like they've kind of pulled out the stops for the ones who are going to try to rid them of this problem that they're having. And as you're saying this, a familiar figure steps through the front door. It is the Dragonborn Alneros who gave you your mission in the first place. He kind of walks up to your group and he just kind of looks around at you. This time not wearing a hood and cloak. He's letting his sapphire blue scales, as you can tell now in the light. He is not what you thought was a blue dragonborn before. He's actually sapphire. And he just kind of, so he goes, well, are we prepared for the day?
I think so.
Good.
Sure.
Then, once you are done eating, I will be awaiting you outside, and I will point you in the direction you are to probably encounter the least resistance from the creatures in the forest.
My curiosity is, why would you know this?
Because I did some investigating myself. I am not one for the up-close combat. I am much better at sneaking and investigating things. But I didn't delve too deep, as I did not want to, how you say, attract any attention of things that could kill me. You lot seem far more suited to combat than myself. He pats Kaz on the shoulder, and then he reaches over and pats Soldier and goes, and then he kind of looks at Kareen up and down, and he kind of gets a little like nod, and he's like, well, half of you. He's like, some of you are a little frilly, and then he looks at Nix and he just kind of goes, I don't know what to make of you.
Looks can be deceiving.
Ix is more than capable.
Yes, there's what I overheard you call her, a land druid.
I am a
Or a
druid.
land cleric. Correction.
Yes.
You were confusing. You were thinking druid. As such, I will be awaiting you outside. Please finish your breakfast. And if you have need of anything, there are shops on the way. I'll be at the main gate of the town. He goes, by the way, have you seen John?
Oh, no. Haven't
Not-
seen hide nor tail of him.
I was actually just about to ask where your better half is.
Well, last time I saw John, he was here partying with his friends. At this moment, the barmaid goes, he jumped out our window and ran to the forest.
Oh, that's what that noise was. I was getting ready for bed.
And Amaris just goes, well, if you happen to find wee John alive and bring him back to me.
You don't care
50
about if he's dead.
If he's alive, an extra 100 gold apiece. If he's dead, an extra 50.
What if we only find part of him?
Then no gold. And
Make
mostly,
it 10, make it 100 platinum.
my dear
I
boy,
like how you think.
my dear boy, I am not the king.
Well,
You're his right-hand man.
I'm simply his vassal.
Just a
well, then
question.
I cannot be held responsible for what happens to Little John.
Just a question, but if we found pieces of him, wouldn't that make them dead?
I'm mostly interested in a ring he had on him.
Oh,
I'm very
okay.
certain your friend Kerku will know the symbol when he sees it.
Ring. Got it.
Well, we'll let you know.
It's the symbol is of a lion, a golden lion. It's something the king gave me, and John was watching it for me as he was stamping seals.
Yes,
So
the
I very much
golden
would like it.
lion. Sign of courage and honor and loyalty. Interesting choice.
Yes. Well, with that being said, I'll be waiting you all outside. Please join me as soon as you are finished eating. It's at this point you notice Kaz has picked up the plate of sausages and just kind of dumped it into his mouth, and he's just loudly with his mouth open.
I just pat him on the back going, attaboy, Kaz.
Since you had to reach across the table and you basically almost elbow Nix in the
Well,
face,
no. I stood up to do it then.
and he's just like, "What? This is just a snack."
Exactly. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, lad.
And he grabs some of the bacon. He goes, "Oh wait, I already have." And he pulled a big chunk of meat out of his satchel. He goes, "I have my pocket beef." And he just puts it back in his pocket.
Was it jerky or was it like?
No, it's just a big
Great.
chunk of,
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
just a big chunk of cooked beef. And he is a bull, man. Remember that.
Very healthy choice, my friend.
So he just kind of goes, "Okay, well, I'm ready when you guys are." And he just walks outside and stands at the front door and just kind of like stands and waits for you guys to be done.
Soldier puts his hands on the table and goes, "Well, I don't really trust that fellow one bit, so I am going to go and quickly suit up. I will see you all in 5 minutes' time."
Fair enough. As
And
he walks
stands
away,
up and walks away. Yeah.
as he walks away, Kiraku will just lean to the table. So, are we okay with a child coming with us?
Absolutely not.
My thoughts exactly. Large though he may be.
Why not?
Don't know how to stop him though.
Did a child.
You're also
Let's
talking about him like he's not even here.
He walked out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe he walked out.
Oh, I thought he was still standing there.
No.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Good.
I was like,
Let's see. I just rolled perception for him, but that's for you guys to find out.
I mean, shouldn't he get to make the choice of what he wants?
My
Right.
mother's involved. He probably didn't have much of a choice to begin with.
That's fair.
That sounds about accurate. Regardless, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with it. Even I have lines.
And how are you going to stop him?
Well, there's ways to stop anybody.
Don't think that we should rob him of a noble job, but at the same time, perhaps we only take him a little bit of the way. The investigative part, and then he can say he did his job and go home.
He could guard the forest to make sure that no one else is
Exactly.
coming
Like the entrance or something.
And you really think he'll stay there?
in.
I don't know.
By himself?
Again, I don't know.
Family.
I mean,
Dad.
I'm just saying, if my mother had given me a job, I would be following it to the letter of the T.
fair.
We could talk to his dad and make some kind of deal so then he doesn't have to come with us.
I don't want to insult the family. That's what I'm afraid of, if anything.
Yeah, especially if an order came from a noble.
Besides, I would assume that they would predict that I might try to stop it. They might put things in place to make it so I can't.
Family's weird.
Nobility is weird.
Yeah. I'm usually in
Exactly.
the job of protecting children, getting them out of this kind of trouble rather than bringing them into battle with me.
You have to
I
remember,
don't
he
prefer-
is a child twice your size.
That doesn't mean he has a great sense of what's
Well, let's find
good
out.
and bad.
and she stands up and goes outside to Cass.
Straight and to the point. All right.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Cass, how good are you at fighting?
Oh, well, the other day, a bunch of bugbears attacked the village, and I just killed them.
I look
I mean, there was
back
only-
in the
there was
door
only-
at everyone else.
There was only 3, but one of them was almost as big as me.
It's right around then that soldier comes down the stairs clad in full armor with his
He
shield
pulls
strapped
out
to
his
his
axe and
back.
he goes, I couldn't get this last bit of their blood off my axe. It's dry.
Oh, here.
And you
What?
see by last bit, his axe is coated in dry.
Yeah, I hold out my hand.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
What on
And
earth?
I
be a
proceed
bugbear?
to start like rubbing some dirt onto it to get it, just sanding some of it off, and then I'm gonna start cleaning it off properly.
Hey, thanks. My mom and dad don't know much about fighting, so they can't help.
It's
I do.
upon
Wait.
that
That's not the
Karaku
vibe
will
I'm
quickly
getting.
lean over, or soldier will lean over to Karaku and be like, "What's a bugbear?"
Picture a goblin
Okay,
3 times larger
okay.
and hairier than your legs.
Ugh. Heh.
Half has
Um,
hair on their legs.
Wait, Kaz.
That is horrifying.
You said your mother was the one that was initially supposed to protect me, but yet they can't fight.
She's real good at magic. Like
kind of fighting.
really good at magic.
Fair enough.
That makes more sense.
That's a kind of fighting.
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make anyone mad.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no,
You're
not at all.
totally fine.
None of this is your fault, Cass.
And in session 1, the party already has a child.
Uh,
Listen, guys, I might just be a sailor, but I started sailing when I was a wee lad. I've been on many adventures. And around your age, I fought my first sea monster.
Kaz gets really excited. He goes, "Can you tell me about it if we have to camp?" And he gets like really excited.
Oh,
He gets, like, bouncing.
absolutely. I would love to
Really
tell
want
you.
an insight roll.
The child is now ours.
I see a lot of
Actually,
myself
he's
in you,
gonna
young
insight check
Kaz.
that just to see if he believes. He really believes you. He who is not so. Soldier is now. He is now a soldier fanboy, basically.
Listen, Kaz, I
Excellent.
see a lot of myself in you from when I was a wee lad.
He's looking
He's
down at
still
you when you're
alive.
saying this.
I will make sure that you are safe.
Is Almaros around?
He's waiting
And
at the front gate, which is
And
about
like that, Soldier has adopted a new son.
so soldier and
Woo.
Felicity parents now.
We're co-parenting. Let's go.
So the front gate is about 100 feet. So basically, when you walk out of the tavern, it's to the left. It's to the left. There's a couple of shops on the way there too. There's a general goods store. There's a clothing store, and there is a butcher shop. But there's nothing really like. There's no armorer. There's nothing like this. This is a very small town, to the point where Care could give me a history check.
How sharp is this axe?
Very.
Oh, it has been sharp.
It's been sharpened. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's all.
13.
13. You don't recognize El Neros by name, but you do know that this is a kind of a weird place for a vassal of the king to be. In such a small town where there's literally like 7 buildings.
Right. So as we're walking, so does anybody actually know Almaros?
I'm just a sailor. I don't know much about any of the
Would
royalty.
Felicity-
All I know is that I despise them. Anytime, well, that's not entirely accurate. I only despise the royalty that believe that they are better than the common folk.
You and I will
Is
get along
Almaros?
well. Almaros?
Who is Amaros?
Almaros.
I
is-
assume that Dragonborn.
Yes.
Oh.
That gave us the job.
I thought you meant that was the king.
No.
Who's the king then?
That would be
The king would be followed by some very powerful henchmen, well, guards more per se, but they do the king's dirty work from what I've heard.
His name is King Uthrosol. Uthrosol? Did I get that right?
Yes.
Gesundheit?
Yeah, Uthrosol.
Would Felicity know anything about him?
A little. She spent most of her time in other places, so she doesn't know a ton, but she knows enough to know, oh, okay, yeah, he's known for being pleasant.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, but you don't, since none of you are from this kingdom, you don't know too much, but
Aren't I, or is it?
But
Um,
I
both are
have
from-
potentially been in
you are, but
small
you haven't been
parts
here
of
for
it.
actually, Soldier, you wouldn't know, crap. He hasn't been king very long, let's put it that way.
Okay.
Like, very new. In fact, Nyx, for you are like, you would be like, wasn't there another king?
I mean, spent a lot of time in the woods, so
Yeah.
politics aren't my.
Especially for the past
Strong
6
suit.
months.
Join the club. No, nothing. Other politics I do, but not these ones.
You seem to know a lot about this king. Talk to Karaku.
Unfortunately, I know a bit more than I would like to, but he's a rather pleasant person to meet, if you catch my drift.
Oh, he's what's the proper term? Fish excrement.
Yes, that would be a good word for it.
He is what we would call chum.
Yes, rather. Yes.
So, why is he still king?
Good question.
That's something that I ask about a lot of rulers.
Well, leaders should be people you want to follow, not
Exactly.
somebody you're
You'd think
forced
so.
to.
Listen, Karina, you and I have a bit of talking to do. I will teach you the ways of why I became a sailor Well, why my father became a sailor, and then I took up his position when he disappeared.
Okay.
Nobles, especially rulers, you'd think that people would want to follow them, but a lot of them get their power through birthright.
Should they just be chosen by the gods?
You'd think that, wouldn't you? But alas, it is not that way.
Some are, some are not.
Some say they are, and they're not.
Some are born and then claim they were chosen by the gods.
Others believe
Tried to
themselves
keep
to
my
be
head
God.
up.
That doesn't make any sense.
Indeed. It doesn't, but that is why I chose to be a sailor.
By the
So-
way, does anybody need to pick anything up?
I could probably use some general supplies before we head out.
Fair enough. Shall we make a quick pit stop in that case?
Right.
I'm all for making
Session
a
one,
murderous
and we're
wait.
in a shopping episode, guys.
So,
And it
Felicity,
wasn't
as
my
you say-
fault.
Felicity, as they're walking in front of you, Kaz walks up and he nudges you and he hands you a little envelope. He says, "My mom said to give this to you, but you've got to open it on your own."
Does he say that loudly enough?
He's trying
Back
to
up,
whisper,
Kuriku. I will make Kuriku water. Let's go.
but
Individual
you do
squirt
notice,
bottles.
Felicity, that the envelope is stamped with the seal of House Bliss.
Oh, darling. Thank you so much. She opens it. She doesn't think it's going to be that, obviously making sure no one's like directly behind her, but she's not thinking it's
Tell me
anything
you have a
secretive.
howler. Please tell me you have a howler.
No. So I'll send you the full details of the letter, but basically the gist of it that I'll tell you now is it's darling, please be sure to treat Kazaroth quite nicely and be sure he does not die, as I would be quite ashamed to have to tell your sister that her son is dead. And then also, please, yourself do not die, as I would hate to have to tell my friends that my daughter ran off and got herself killed. It wouldn't look good for the family, dear.
Brilliant.
Also, please do not associate with anyone too untoward.
Okay. She just like closes the note very slowly and looks at Kaz. So, I don't want to alarm you, Kaz, but it would appear that you are like my adopted nephew.
Oh, I know.
You knew
Uh-huh.
this whole time. You knew, but then
Oh, yeah, I mean, I kind of figured because my mom's last name is Bliss, too.
I can't believe this.
Now,
Oh.
is anyone listening in? I'm sure Kara.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Those are
Remember the mother walking
actually.
in and wearing very similar outfit to Felicity. And Felicity, you were too intoxicated to notice.
Yes, she was.
Very much pretending like Karina is not. But she can't help but overhear it. And
Soldier is a master of if it's not his business and he wants to respect the person's privacy, he just tunes it out. So he's actually humming his sea shanty right now.
Hey, up she rises.
So,
Hey, hey,
as you
up
come to
she
the general
rises.
store,
Makes
Felicity-
sense though.
with her hands in her palm, like basically doing the equivalent of.
Yeah.
Well,
She's just like, oh, I can't drink anymore.
Is that what the letter said?
What?
Sorry, I noticed the letter. I not much passes my eyes.
I started to notice that. It's from my family, and it basically states that Kaz here is my nephew of sorts. His mother is a sister of the family, which by
Explains the
equivalent makes
dress.
her exactly, which I didn't know because I've not met all my sisters. How am I don't even know what they all look like. I don't know. And I must have been too drunk to see the crest. But that means we can't get rid of him.
DM, is this helping me ring any bells?
You do remember that the Bliss family is very well known for having the lady of the family adopts dozens of daughters.
Cool.
You don't know all your sisters.
No. I don't know hardly any of them. I know maybe 6 or 7 that were in the village with me at the time, but I've not met all of them. Some of them have not been. Some of them are out of the family. Some of them are in the family. If this one is married with a Minotaur son, I don't imagine that she's in great graces, which is probably why this is happening. I know there's many of us. We all have our own symbol. So this is not what I expected.
And your symbol is?
I'd rather not show.
Fair enough.
Okay. So are we going to the general store very quickly?
Yeah.
Aye.
So as you open the doors to the general store,
And up she
you
races.
see a aged, feathered elder. He's got some like kind of wear and tear on his beak, and Aarakocra is sitting there, and he's writing in his book. And he appears to resemble a rooster of sorts. And he's
Hello, good sir.
what's up? And he just looks down and continues scribbling in his book very, very quickly.
By chance, I've come to inquire about some potential supplies. What sort of wares do you happen to sell in this establishment? I am fairly unfamiliar with what is available in a town that is this deep inland.
He just goes, puts his quill in his book, closes his book, puts it down, and just goes, well, we got clothes, we got goods, we have potions, but not a lot. We have daggers. We don't have any big weapons.
Do you have a grappling hook?
We have a what?
Do you have a grappling hook?
Grappling hook.
Aye.
He kind of looks around, and he just like, and he comes up and says, no grappling hook.
Rats. Well, I suppose I'll just grab a pair of traveler's clothes for the time being.
He pulls out a blue set of kind of just basic traveler's clothes, and he just goes, 5 gold.
Perfect. He pulls out 6 gold, puts it down.
He picks up one of the gold pieces and like holds it back to you,
Oh no, I insist.
puts it back in his hand, and he just drops it on the floor next to him. Doesn't even put it in a bag. And you hear the sounds of little plucking, and you just hear sounds of like scuttling on the floor and something picking it up off the ground.
Oh, I'm totally glancing at what that is, and I have a passive perception of 19.
You notice that there's a bunch of little children, Aarakocra, who look similar to baby chicks, running around and picking them up off the ground.
I nudge Kaz if he's near me and just point.
And he just goes, oh yeah, this is Jared. He has a lot of kids.
Goodness. That's so little.
Very well.
Jared,
They're little. And Jared
Yeah.
is also pretty short because he is a rooster Aarakocra, so he's about 4'8".
do you happen to have a whetstone and maybe an extra rag of sorts?
Do you need
Pulls out the rag and he
cleaning,
goes, free of charge. He hands you the rag with the whetstone. He goes like, 3 gold.
I hand over 3 gold, and then I'm going to wrap the whetstone up in the rag and put it in Kaz's hand. I'll teach you how to take care of that, because it really shouldn't stay bloody.
Okay. And he puts it in the same pocket that has the pocket beef.
Don't put it. Yeah, we'll just make it greasy.
We'll clean it later, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, the grease might protect it.
Not that kind. Never mind.
Um,
She holds her sphere a little bit closer to her at that comment. Just like, please don't touch this.
good friend Jared. Do you happen to have any rope by?
He kind of looks back and goes, oh yeah. He pulls out a about 50-foot long rope and he hands it to you. He goes, 2 gold.
Fair. 2 gold it is.
And just
We
kind
don't
of
have a single haggler in the group, guys.
he just drops it down. It's cheap stuff. It's session 1 basic equipment. It's not even like, no, here is a staff of the Magi. I don't know where.
Hey, I've seen people haggle over way less.
God.
Oh,
I have 2, trust me. My other party will haggle over 4 gold. And I'm like, guys, y'all have like 40 platinum.
Hey, when you have 15 gold, that's a lot.
dear Jared. One more question. How much oil do you have?
Oil?
Yes, oil.
He just,
Like flasks of oil, flagons of it even.
he says, 1 second. Rob! And this very large man appears to be human. He's about the same size as Kaz with long black hair. You recognize this actually, soldier, you would recognize this from like your travels. These men are typically used as like labor. They're very intelligent, very strong men. This is a race. This is a homebrew race, just for everyone watching at home. You recognize this as a Khalsar. Basically, giant men who are very, very good at physical labor, but are also extremely intelligent. And he just goes, "Yeah, what you need?"
Well, I was wondering if. Oh, my apologies, Jared.
He goes, and he pulls out a barrel behind him, and he puts the nozzle on and goes, "How much you need?"
How much you got?
Points at the barrel.
Fair enough. Soldier will then pull out 2 flagons that each can hold about a half gallon. And he goes, about this much.
He grabs the flagons, puts them under, and just basically like a keg, just pours the oil into them. Hands it back,
Don't know if this would pass building inspection.
and he just goes, "All right, 15 gold for that."
All right. Soldier then pulls out the 15 gold and hands it over.
Takes it, tops it, and then you hear little chirps at below, and he goes, and he dumps it out for the chicks and walks away. He just walks back in the back. And Kaz goes, "He's the guy who taught me how to fight. He's real good."
Indeed.
Excellent. Jared, you mentioned something about potions as well.
"I don't have much, but I can show you what I got."
Please.
And he pulls under his rack and he pulls out about 5 or 6 potions. 3 of them have labels. They're just potion. There's just potions of healing, moderate healing. And the other 2, one is a black potion and one is a blue potion. And he kind of picks one and goes, "I forgot what these are."
Experimentation is for later. The potions of healing, however, I see labeled. How much would you charge for the 3 of them?
And he kind of looks at them and he goes, "Okay, they're moderate. 5 gold apiece."
Deal.
Remember, this is a homebrew setting. The currency is a little different than typical 5e. Some things are going to be
Absolutely.
more expensive.
Also poor.
Right. Anybody else need anything?
Good.
I would like to purchase a dagger.
Just, "Okay." And he pulls out a little, and he looks at you up and down. He goes, "Oh, yeah, there's the thing." Puts the little rusty dagger he had down, and he goes in the back and pulls out a nice fancy dagger. It has a ram design carved into the handle. Pulls it out. It looks sharp. And he just goes, "Here's a little, man, like you want some little fancier." Hmm? And he like holds it out, lets you hold it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice it has a specific symbol carved in the handle.
Yeah.
And he just goes, 50 gold for that.
Where'd you get this?
His mom sold it to me.
Well, how about you sell this to me for 10 gold? Because this is technically in my family. And I could probably just take it.
Give me a persuasion check.
Have you not heard of the House of Bliss, Jared?
Yeah, his mom didn't shut up about it.
Only 9.
9. He goes, 45.
Make it
40.
30.
There we go, 30.
Persuasion check, Keraku.
Yes, please.
That would be a lot
Yes.
better.
17.
Fine. 30.
I rolled
Thank
like
you.
crap.
I take 10 gold out of my pouch.
I-
It belongs to your family. You should own it.
I don't worry. I can afford it, and I wouldn't want you to spend your money. So she
Don't
gives him
really
the
use
30
it for
gold.
much.
Okay, 30 gold.
Don't worry, but thank you so much, Karina.
I dropped a die. Oh no.
But
Oh, no.
it's
Death.
definitely not
Oh,
a good
sorry.
thing that bliss daggers are being sold. It's not a great look.
So I'll make a homebrew for it for you.
Okay,
But just now it's just a dagger plus 1.
dagger plus 1.
Basic little dagger. Plus
Which if you
So-
if you look for one, you will find it.
So I'm a generous DM with equipment, but that's only because of what I make y'all fight.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm already starting to get a little nervous. I'm gonna own it.
Yeah, so she equips the dagger. Mhm.
I mean, everyone in here has played one shot with me, or 2 in Laura's case, and they were fun. Okay, so are we done here in Jared's shop?
I say
That
it's
was
time to carry on.
As you guys walk out of the store, you head towards the front gate. Now Neros is sitting there waiting, and he's just, "Oh, friends, are we prepared to begin?"
I believe so.
And Kaz,
Okay.
"Yeah, my axe is clean now."
Can I
He
take a
pats-
closer look
Pats
at?
Karina on the head real quick, and he goes, "Thank you." Like very aggressively pats her on the head.
To
Doesn't
be young
even
again.
flinch. It seems completely comfortable and natural.
All right, you were saying, Terku?
Now that we're out in better light, can I take a closer look at things that Almaros is wearing? Is he wearing stuff indicative of King Utheros's house?
Give me an investigation check, just because I want to see how much you see.
Not much. 13.
You do see the symbol of Utheros's house, the new royal family of the kingdom of Aradel, the Leonin king, and you notice very clearly that he pretty well paid. He's wearing very nice clothes, and you can see under his, despite saying he's not one for fighting, he's wearing very nice plate armor underneath his cloak that you catch a glimpse of real quick, and he appears to have a very nice sword at his hip as well. But that's all you see. And so he looks at the group and he goes, "Well, if you wish to begin," and he points at a little like outcropping, like there's a little like hole in the kind of like the trees, a little slight opening. He goes, "That is where we have seen all of the pale ladies."
Sirens.
There. And also the screams we have been hearing coming from that direction as well.
Has anyone gone any further than just
I went a little
knowing-
further and I saw, well, let's just say, be wary of bugbears.
That's a good thing
We
have
got
cats.
that handled easily.
Cassian had to fight a few the other day. Thankfully, unscathed.
Right. King's right hand not bothering to take care of anything himself. Excellent.
Do you say that out loud?
Oh, yes.
He just looks at you and he goes, "Oh, dear Kerku, I would be careful."
Always am.
And he just kind of smirks and then looks at, "Now, for the rest of you, I wish you all of the luck in the world. And I pray you deliver this small town from the curse that is upon it. For the last thing I would want to happen is the king's armies have to come crashing through here. Because the new king's army doesn't tend to be gentle to civilians who get caught in the crossfire. I would prefer to avoid that at all costs."
Doesn't like anybody getting caught in the crossfire.
He just glances at Keraku one more time, and then he just goes, and then he nods at each of you and does a slight bow to Felicity. And he does it, it just looks at Keraku and doesn't even nod at him. And he just goes, "You may proceed. And remember, if you find wee John, tell him the next time he does this, I'll have his hands." And he just turns around and walks back into this town.
But does that mean if we find his hands, we can just bring those to you?
If they have the ring, of course.
You got it.
How
So
close does he pass to me?
He
Like, does he walk through our group or does he walk?
walks kind of on
around
the
us?
outskirts and like walks past Karaku just to like glare at him for a second and keeps walking.
I just want to get a good look at his sword. Does it actually look like ornamental or does it look? I mean, Karaku is clearly suspicious of him.
It's an
And
investigation check if you're trying to investigate the sword.
all right,
I actually know the difference between investigation and perception.
that's a 6.
It looks real nice.
I have
and
really
you know,
good insight and perception, guys. Not so great at the insight or investigation. Just so you know.
You can't really tell because you can't really see the blade, but the pommel and the hilts are decorated with several sapphires, like, and you can tell real sapphires.
Okay.
And he walks back into the town and he whistles, and his horse runs up and he gets on his horse and goes, "I will return in the next few days. If you will get back before me, simply wait at the inn. You are given free rein." And he
Right.
rides off towards the capital.
as soon as he's out of earshot, Soldier goes, "So we're pocketing that ring, right?"
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What is it for?
What? Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea, but we're gonna find out what that ring is for on our own.
There's
No, but
many.
I have no intention of respecting that person.
Cos
No,
just
no, no,
goes,
A
"Hey,
family heirloom.
but that might get my dad and mom in trouble."
They
Yes,
don't
listen.
need to know anything, Kaz.
That's never how that works.
Oh, and
But
he just looks down and goes, "I'm not good at secrets."
Kuriku,
Well,
he said that you knew the
Kaz,
ring.
I will happily teach you how to keep secrets if. Well, I will happily tell you more stories if you're able to keep this secret.
Give me a persuasion check. It's not going to be a high DC.
Well, that's 11 baseline. Hold up. Let me see what the bonus is. That is a 13.
Chaos crew.
Okay. Get a 9. You can't get a grasp of if he believes you or not at this point, but he just kind of nods and he goes, "Okay, well, I went a little bit in, so I can show you guys how far I got."
That would be lovely.
Excellent,
yes.
Kaz.
So,
How far did you get in before? How long
uh,
did you walk before you came back?
about a mile, and that's when I found a lot of bugbears, and I ran back to the village, and only 3 chased me, so I killed them.
What?
There was a lot of them, though.
Maybe let's avoid that path.
That's actually a good idea.
But yeah, Felicity definitely rounds to Kureku and asks him the ring. You said you knew about it.
Aye. Signet rings are rather useful for many purposes. I don't necessarily want to give power to this man.
I see. Well, and then she just kind of like pinches her brow and walks back to Kaz and is looking very concerned.
Karina
Can't
has walked
imagine.
about 10 feet ahead of the group, thinking everybody's going already. And then like turning around and it's like waiting.
All right.
Come
so
along,
what is-
Kaz.
So you guys come to the edge of the forest. It's not a very far walk. It's pretty small forest too. Like you can actually like kind of see the edges of it, like from where you are. So but it looks to be at least a couple miles deep, but not much further than that. Like it's more of a long forest, not a wide, like thick forest. So Kaz leads you there, and he goes, "Okay, you want me to go a little bit in first?"
Well, before we go in, I can do something for all of us, and I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Very good.
I know Soldier is not very stealthy as a whole, so
I'm not either. He just looks down and goes, and he just gestures at himself.
if any,
It's more
That's
what
the case.
what I'm
I-
wearing.
I've been trained to move well without being seen easily. Would you mind if I went ahead a bit of everyone?
that's fine with me. But everyone gets plus 10 bonus to any stealth checks that we make in the next hour.
I have to stay within 30 feet, right?
20 feet actually.
It's 30 feet.
It's 30? Okay.
Um,
I'm remembering it. It's been a while since I played.
but
Rain.
it doesn't Okay, it is radiating from me. I was double checking if it
30
was
foot radius.
30 foot, and then you like get it from then on. Like you have to be within 30 feet initially, and then you're fine. But it looks like it's a 30-foot radius
So
continuously. If you go
and that
farther
is-
than that, then it's a problem.
So Kaz just kind of goes in and he like points to you, Keriku, and he goes, just go that way. I'll be right behind you.
Stay with the group if you don't mind.
Okay. So for the group, what is our marching order going to be? I'm going to guess Nyx is going to be near the center.
Yeah.
So who
Closer
will
will be near the front, but
So Kaz
not
will be
the front. Yes.
I'll take the front behind Keriku.
Okay. So we have
Karina would actually gesture for Kaz to go back a little ways so that there's somebody else strong at the back, kind of.
okay. So you guys
After
are
what everybody said about it, the concerns.
so we've got Kirikou a little bit in the head, then we've got Karina, Soldier, Nyx, and then Felicity, and then Kaz. And Kaz like, I like this better. I gotta protect you. And he holds
Yes.
his hand for a high five. So it looks like this.
Yeah.
Just please don't endanger yourself too much.
Okay. So as you guys are walking, being in Kerikou, how far ahead are you from the rest of the group?
I'll stay. I'm assuming I would notice a difference if I move too far ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd
your
stay
feet
right on the
start,
edge of that. Yeah.
Leaving
Okay.
tracks if you get outside of it.
Okay. So give
No.
me a perception check, Kerikou.
That would say an 18.
18?
This verse is quite beautiful.
So now that you guys are in the forest, you kind of like looking around in Kerikou, you said 18? So with that 18, you notice that there's other than birds, very high up in the trees, and these trees are very tall. You don't notice hardly any wildlife. No rabbits, no wolves, nothing. And you do notice some tracks that appear to be humanoid. Big humanoid. And they're leading in the same direction you are walking currently.
Right.
Oh, this is peaceful.
I'll still stay ahead. But actually I'll sneak back to the group real fast and just be like, so do we want to go to the bugbears or do we want to avoid that?
From what I've heard, the bugbears sound rather unpleasant.
So avoid.
Avoid.
Around.
Right. We're going to take a small deviation from the path.
Okay.
Just keep me in view.
Very
So-
well.
I assume everyone follows him on the deviation.
Oh yeah.
So you guys travel for about another like 45 minutes or so. And then can everyone real quick give me wisdom saving throws?
Very well.
Oh, good
We will
start.
use the god's dice.
I like looking
But I
at
trust my deity to protect me.
11.
Kidding.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Okay.
Yay.
What?
5.
5, 11,
14.
14. What was yours?
If I had to
9.
Yeah, remember, and just for preface for the audience as well, I only count nat 20s as auto successes in combat. Outside of
Yes.
combat, you still add your modifier, same with nat 1s. Hi, broken nose puppy. Are you awake?
which means it is a 24.
24. Okay.
Oh wait, no, 27.
I'm gonna say that seems low for a cleric.
Okay, I'll keep all of those in mind as we progress. So you guys are walking through the forest, and Kerikou, for everyone except Soldier, it starts to get really dark.
Of course, this is
Like it
just
feels like
beautiful.
it's nighttime. And you feel like you've only been in here for like 20 minutes. Soldier, you are well aware that the party has been moving for like 5 hours at this point, and you were just like, where are we going?
Yeah,
Hey,
we've been traveling for, well, based on the position of the sun,
Which is going
5
down.
Fun.
hours now.
But that
Huh?
long?
Have I
Are
been
we
seeing-
meant to go this far? I am unfortunately very unfamiliar with this type of deep inland forestry. I am only familiar with coastline forests.
you're fine. I've just been exploring. I haven't seen anything further than what we've gone.
And
Well-
to you, it feels like it's only been like 30 minutes.
But you say 5 hours.
It's
But-
been about 5 hours. The sun is beginning to set on the horizon.
So the sun doesn't seem like it's setting for the rest of us, or the rest of us is setting, but for soldier, it's not. Sorry, the
No,
description.
for soldier, it is setting, and for the rest of you, it feels like no time at all has passed, but it's really dark in the forest.
Got it. Okay.
From
I
y'all's
understand.
perception, it
Sorry.
seems like the trees are blocking out the sun.
Mm.
Mm.
But soldier,
What type of trees are these?
these are just like your typical deciduous, like they're kind of oak trees, but like not super
Mm.
thick. They're
Uh,
pretty spread out in the forest, so like the sun should be coming through, but you guys don't see the sun.
hmm.
Sorry. So you're saying it's been 5 hours since we've been walking.
Are you okay, Care?
Hasn't been that long,
Yes,
soldier.
it has. Even you, Nix?
No, hasn't been that long.
It's been like 20 minutes, soldier.
Hold on.
Soldier, I don't
Everyone,
wish to assume.
stop. Everyone, stop. All right. I'm going to try something to determine if I am being affected by something, or if all of you are, because I have been in a situation much like this out on the sea, and it is not pleasant at all. This very well could be the sirens doing. So, allow me to quickly sit down and offer a prayer to my deity for just a brief moment.
So
Okay.
Then
smoke
he
if you
sits
got
down
him.
and he closes his eyes and he begins to just he is going to attempt to cast Remove Curse.
Remove curse. Nothing appears to happen.
So it's not the curse. Okay, I have one other potential idea. And then beyond that, I'm going to give Kaz a little protection, just in case. And then he is going to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, so the rest of you, it goes boom, and you see the sun setting, and you are at a completely different. The forest looks completely different to the rest of you now. You are now seeing what Soldier has been seeing. You're seeing dead-ish looking trees, and lots of humanoid footprints around your feet.
Those weren't here before.
Thought we were avoiding the bugbears.
Yeah,
They're not.
We've
they're
been
not
walking
large,
for
they're
5
very
hours.
dainty.
Oh. Okay.
Dainty.
I would love to look around us and see if I see anything else around us. That's noticeable
Anyone
now.
would like to investigate? They're welcome to give me investigation checks.
I was hoping
Not
more
too
for
much
perception,
about
but
this
okay.
terrain.
Survival.
But
Look at-
it appears that I at least was able to knock you out of whatever was afflicting you.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you.
An 11 for me
11.
for investigation.
11. And Kirker, did you do one?
Same 11.
11. Anyone else?
I got a 4, so
4. Let's see what Kaz gets. That's a 2 because he has a -1. You rolled a 3. Nick, Soldier, are you guys going to try to investigate?
Soldier's not really going to investigate. He's more just looking around at this point because there's
Do
definitely
survival to
something
follow the
up.
tracks.
If you want, you can do survival if you're focusing on the tracks.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes.
see if there was somewhere
Okay.
place they're coming
Now,
from.
Kara
that's
and
better.
Karina, you each find something on the ground. Kara, you find some pure pearl white garb that appears to have been discarded. It's
This
like
is not mine.
it's a full thing, like it's a top, it's pants, it's everything.
These are not mine. They wouldn't fit. Nice cut, though.
You find a white bow, very elegant looking bow, and a quiver that appears to have been tossed to the side.
Is Soldier able to do
Like
just
both
a
of them?
general look around?
That's
You can
a
give me perception for
24
that.
on survival.
All right.
24 on survival?
Yeah.
These tracks appear to be elven,
Okay.
and they come
He's
from
going
numerous
to-
different, in multiples of 10 different elven, and they appear to be more on the femme presenting side.
Can Felicity investigate the clothes? Look at the clothes and the bow.
You can.
So it
He
seems
got
like a
a
lot of tracks from
21.
different people.
Hold on one second. What was that, Nix?
So it seems like a lot of tracks from different people.
But around the
That's
same build
similar
and
looking.
size. Around the same build and size, like the weight impression is almost identical in all these different footprints, but it's
Okay.
just off enough that you can tell it's different.
There are lots of people here.
And Soldier got a 21.
Soldier, you do hear a whisper of, and you can hear, please let it end. And it seems to be coming deeper in the direction you guys were heading.
Felicity, what do you make of this cut?
Yeah, you can investigate that, Felicity.
Okay.
I'll give you
I'd
advantage on
love-
that since it's close.
I'd love to study the weaponry to see if I know
19.
anything about.
Okay, you can as well. 19. Felicity, I haven't really seen clothes like this. You can tell they are pretty fine, and they're also surprisingly sturdy, like a little defensively sturdy. You just-
I've never seen these before.
Not a make I'm familiar with. It's nice.
And they're very, very nice clothing. And what was yours, Karina?
19.
19?
Investigation, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Very
19.
well made bow. Very well made. The draw, you can tell it's strong, but it's not overpowering. The arrows are like very fine. They're very sharpened tips. In fact, you accidentally like cut your finger just like pricking the tip of the arrow, like lightly.
Can Felicity try the ropes on?
You can.
Costume change.
No. She's just like this is. She's like trying to. She's not sure what she's trying to figure out, but she's
Oh.
like,
What's everyone's passive perception?
17.
19. Okay,
I think Nick said 17.
17. Yeah.
Girl, we are perceptive.
you two noticed Soldier just walking in the direction y'all were walking. He just
I
It
throw
looks
the
very
Where are
quiver,
you going?
quiver and bow on me, and I'm after Soldier.
cause thinking Pass Without Trace is still active. Soldier!
No. That's not how that works anyway.
Nice.
I'm helping Felicity put on the top. Wait, what?
hold up.
Listen, it doesn't quite fit you. It's a little small. Yeah,
Wow.
I hear you, Yasha.
That's saying something. She's like, okay.
But,
enough.
Do I catch up to Soldier?
you catch up to him and you kind of grab him, and Nix, you do as well. But
Yeah.
at that moment, that's when Cos goes, Soldier, where are you going?
Do a voice. It was pleading.
And as you hear that, you all kind of hear a moving around you guys in the forest.
Do I see anyone?
Brilliant.
Joy.
I
So, Soldier,
Didn't
do
see
you continue to
anyone.
move? You can't see anything as you notice that it's gotten darker. The sun is getting close to being completely set at this point. And Soldier, you said you keep moving?
Well, like
I'm holding it.
half-heartedly. He's not really like
I'm-
trying.
So you guys do see like a little bit further than Soldier with your passive perception, Karina and Nix, a pile of what appears to be bodies. Very pale, feminine bodies.
What we've been looking for.
Felicity, we should probably catch up. Come on.
Yes.
And
Oz
he's
is just like, oh yeah, we're coming, guys, and follows after.
Hair's running and folding the clothes as he does it.
um
Excellent.
So You guys all stop about.
Other people are seeing this, right?
Yeah.
Other people see this.
Yeah.
It's not just me. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Nicholas
making
like-
sure.
Kaz goes, and he turns right and goes, "That's a lot of naked ladies." And he just kind of looks down and he's like, kind of like getting real shy.
Just taps him on the
Naked
shoulder.
what?
It's all right, my friend.
Oh.
So you see
Next.
several different iterations of the clothes and weaponry you picked up. Not all the weaponry, some of it's swords, some of it's daggers, but they're all broken and ripped as opposed to the ones you guys are holding. And very similar. And it appears that every single, well, do you guys, first question, do you guys get closer to look?
Yeah. Me and Karina, we're gonna go closer.
Okay. Does everyone else go?
I
Soldier
would
stays back, actually.
I would like do the whole pat soldier on the chest, like let us. This is awkward. Let us do this.
I'm not
First-
going closer. No, I'm actually going to back up.
Yeah.
Oz is sitting there really uncomfortable. He's like, like blushing.
Bad luck.
Care
bad
will
luck,
join
bad luck.
in.
The
Care
ladies,
will walk forward completely unabashedly as far as the women.
yeah.
Soldier will like
Felicity,
actually
you go forward
gently.
as well.
Soldier will gently grab Kaz's arm and be like, "Come along, Kaz. We need to give space to this cursed place.
He nods. Yeah.
It's bad luck."
So Kaz does kind of look around and he hears the same noises and he kind of draws his axe and gets it ready just in case.
You
Felicity,
hear
do
it
you stay
too.
going up with the rest of them as well?
She's kind of like in between. She like has her staff and she's just kind of like not completely to the bodies, but she's almost kind of, and she's not all the way with Kaz and Soldier, but she's kind of like in the middle and just kind of like looking to the sides.
Okay. So Nix and Karina and Karaku, as you're investigating these bodies, they're all dead. And well, you count 38 bodies in this mound, and they're all dead. Their eyes have no irises, no nothing, glossed over faces. They're all like porcelain white. And Karaku, you actually find a body of one lying who has irises. And she is just muttering over and over, "Please let it end. Please let it end."
Can you speak?
I'll let Lore speak for herself.
Oh,
It hurts.
What? Talk to me. Hold on. First of all, who are you?
39.
can Felicity hear him talking?
He's like on the other side of the mound, so only person who people would be able to see would be Nix and Karina at this point.
I was gonna kind of rush over when I heard it
Same.
hurts and cast a healing word.
Okay.
I rush over, just standing on Nix's shoulder. Just
And
there.
I'd just say like, hold on, Care.
So,
I have a question about that.
Okay.
So, would healing word help with malnutrition, essentially?
We'll say it gives you a little bit of life. Like it
Okay.
gives you a little bit, but you're still in bad shape.
Okay.
You can tell this one has been here, so for this, you can tell this person has not been here as long as she's been here about the same time as the others, but she is malnourished. Her ribs are showing. She is.
Let's see.
survived. She looks
Can I do a general medicine check on this? Like just kind of to see
Sure.
what? Cool.
Seeing that she's malnourished, I immediately grab water skin and toss it towards
23.
23. You can tell she has not eaten in probably 2 weeks and is
And I'll
barely.
hold out.
Yes, water and
Good
nothing.
berry.
Nothing rich. Good berry would probably be good.
So
So just a small.
you attempt to give this being a good berry.
Push it away.
I need to
And Felicity, I've seen them all rush
Interesting.
over.
Yes.
Okay, she joins and is this woman wearing anything?
She's completely nude.
Kuriku, the clothes.
Oh, right. There's more pressing matters at the moment, but I'll at least
just-
cover her. It's 39. 39, can you hear me? What do you need?
My orders were to shut down.
Shut down. Orders. Do you take orders?
Yes.
Sit up.
And see this kind of conflict in her expression.
Can I put a little
Karaku,
power
give me-
behind it?
Give me a persuasion check, Karaku, and 39. Give me an insight check.
It's not gonna be great. Come on.
Persuasion is fun for me.
Yes. You said insight?
Yes.
Well, I rolled an 8, 9, 10, 11.
25.
I was gonna say, as he's talking, I was just gonna take the good berry and hold it to Karaku, since Nyx is not doing anything. It's like, maybe he can do something about that.
Yeah, and
Let's take
Trina's
it
done the
without
same
looking.
with her water skin. She's given it to Karaku.
Okay. So 39, you don't know this man, but you feel like you can trust him. And you should probably, and that he may be looking for your self-interests and also the interests of your parties.
Did he send you?
Yes.
What's his name?
You already know it.
You don't know him.
You're right. Who is he? I need you to eat something first. Can you eat?
Yes.
Try this.
Okay, baby. Is your nose?
He'll put forward the good berry.
Okay.
I understand. But my orders.
In which case, I fetch. All right, I'm going to use suggestion.
Suggestion? Okay. So that would be. And what is the saving throw for that again?
Wisdom, 15 for
Wisdom
me.
saving throw.
Okay. Oh, I actually rolled pretty well. Let's see. Wisdom save, 16.
Oh, she makes it.
You are not compelled.
Does she not want to eat?
She's worried about her orders. What was your last order? Was to shut down, yes?
Yes.
Does that mean
Do you want to shut down?
She doesn't answer.
I think we've struck a chord here. Listen, right now, we need answers, and you're the one that can answer them for us. Your command can still be fulfilled, but can you put it off for me for a while?
There was no time limit.
Therefore, eat, please.
How do I help?
You eat first and get yourself better.
She hasn't looked at anyone this entire time, but she will lift up her eyes and seeing Karaku and just this plum color of skin. She's gonna stare for a second, and then she will accept the good berry.
As you eat the good berry, it gives you what you need for now, and you do visibly see her like body kind of nourish itself in a way, and her ribs are no longer like very visible, and her face looks a little bit more lively, though still the same tone of no color throughout her entire, other than a little bit of fleshiness.
Can Karina, she's gonna kind of grab Nyx's arm a little bit to do it, turn back to the bodies. Are they, one, all naked? I know that they had broken objects.
Yup.
This isn't right. Right?
No. Oh, do they look like traumatized? Like they were attacked,
They're all a
anything
little
like that?
different. Like unlike 39, who you just met, who tried to starve herself, they all appear to have shut down in different ways. There's some with their necks snapped. There's some with stab wounds in their right where their heart would be. There's some with slit throats. There's a few who are like her who did starve themselves. They appear to die much faster. And you do notice that all of their faces are 100% identical to 39.
Definitely not right.
I can't.
It's all right. You can take a step back, both of you.
I'm gonna go back where Kaz is and Soldier, and I'm gonna face out to the path, watching our surroundings. Just not
Kaz sees you
once
walk up.
noticing that she can't.
Get back closer. Kaz just goes, "Oh, hey, Karina, Soldier was just telling me how he accidentally punched his boss."
Aye, it was one of me captains. Our ship was in the middle of a storm when we got broadsided by a rogue wave. It threw me in the air while I was discussing things with the captain, because I was his first mate at the time. And it sent me careening through the air, and I accidentally knocked him out with a single punch.
So, with that, Karaku, you had the clothes. Do you put them on or give them to 39?
I hand them to 39. 39, can you please put on your clothes, yeah?
Do you want me to
Please,
help you?
I can also assist.
She's looking like really confused. And after having eaten that good berry, there's also this look of guilt on her face. But she'll just kind of stand up and kind of lethargically start to try and put her clothes back on.
Can Felicity help her?
She'll let you if you try.
Yeah, she's gonna try.
Nyx, since Karina's you have the highest passive perception, you do notice a shadow out of the corner of your eye, and then the pile of bodies. You smell a smell of burning flesh, and you see the same shadow dart back into the forest as the bodies start to erupt into flames.
And as that happens, she's 39's about to say, "You shouldn't be here."
Who is that?
Neither should you.
I'm trying to track that figure through the woods. Just.
You wouldn't have seen because you went off with Soldier. And
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I missed.
Yeah,
Nyx saw.
Do they stay
Are
around?
you all
Or
right?
They bolt.
like
And
away
what was
from
once a dark forest is now getting brighter and brighter because of the fire from these bodies. And you start to hear crunch, crunch, crunch as things are running through the forest towards this new light.
I think we
That's
better
good.
get ready.
Kaz grabs Felicity by the arm and goes, "We gotta go!" And he starts pulling Felicity further into the forest.
Wait, she's getting dragged along. She's not strong.
Karina, you notice Kaz grab Felicity and he yells back, "Run!"
Soldier, and I'm gonna pull him with me that direction to try and keep us together. If I run past Nyx or Kirku, it's like the whole "come on, guys." If not, it's verbal and just go.
What in
Whoa,
the bloody hell is going on?
Kaz goes, "I have a safe spot." And he runs further and further, and then he are you all following?
I'll
Actually,
look down at
I'll-
39 and say,
Yeah.
"Can you run?"
She's gonna test her legs. How does that feel?
After eating the good berry, they're still a little wobbly at first, but then after you take a few steps, you start to move pretty normally.
I look at Nyx. Yes?
I think we better go.
Can you follow?
You wish for me to follow?
Yes. Please.
Very well.
Okay, so you all follow Kaz. He's booking it, so I'm.
Your soldier's right behind Kaz. At this point, he's like, "I trust the lad."
At this point, Karina would have pushed Soldier in front of her and then paused for that second of them having that little exchange. And once 39 gets up and starts moving, she's shaken herself enough to pull up the rear to make sure.
So you guys see Felicity Cause pulls you into this little nook, and like he like waves everyone else. There's like a little look that he has like a little overgrowth that appears that he has fashioned himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just waving you guys to come in with him.
Can you tell who's chasing us?
Oh, I don't know. Big things.
I'm right at the entrance and I'm scanning everywhere,
Vulture's
trying
already
to see.
inside, and it then looks at Karina standing at the entrance. It's like, oh, for the love of get in.
Oh no, I'm not outside. It's like
Oh,
the
okay,
whole
good.
like
So-
peeking out, trying to just scan what we're running from.
I'm going.
With all of
to-
you there, Kaz like leans out and he looks, and you see and he pulls the thing closed, and there is a little slit, and he like kind of looks through, and he just looks back. He goes, "You look like lizards," and he kind of like grabs Karina and like has her look through the slit. And Karina, you see a really corrupted looking, what appears to be, at first looks like a dragonborn to you, but then you realize it has wings and a tail, but it's very like kind of deformed and weird looking, and it doesn't appear, but it's just kind of like chittering and going like cranking its head around to look. And it looks over in your direction for a second, but doesn't actually. Yeah, Yasha
She says no. They don't notice.
does not appear to notice you.
I
Good
hold
job, Yasha.
absolutely still and then turn. I don't know what they are, but I think
So you do see that there's about 5 to 10 of them walking around for a bit, and Kaz just goes, Nix, can you do that pass without trace thing again?
And I'll cast it. And I'll kind of peek by the out the little slit, see if it
So
rings any bells with the weird stuff that me and soldiers saw.
you don't recognize them per se, but they do look vaguely similar to the messed up. They're kind of messed up in the similar way that those wolves that you guys fought were.
Mhm.
What do
What I
you
was
see,
wondering about.
Nix?
Remember those wolves?
I'll describe what you see, like the dragon people.
Mhm.
It appears to have like the face of a black dragon, one of them. Another one appears to have like similar to a red dragon, but their bodies are very deformed. They're humanoid sized. They're carrying makeshift weapons, and they look like their scales are rotting off their faces. Like they look not right.
You remember those wolves that we fought a couple months back?
I unfortunately still remember.
Like those, but lizards.
Kerku, this actually strikes something with you. You remember in your adventure with your former party fighting dragon-like people who were quite deformed.
Hmm. Huh. Kerku's focused on 39 at this point. Just having brought her in. Can you sit? Are you okay? And he'll overhear that, but
She's kind of looking in the direction of where all the others are and where they're looking at. You're all in danger.
as a you.
here. And I'm gonna take the bow and the quiver off. And are these yours?
They were.
I think they still are.
Just gonna reach out for them and put them on. And she's gonna actually take out an arrow and knock it and just have it pointed down. She's gonna, her attention is completely on what's going on danger-wise outside, even though she can't actually like see what's going on. Her attention is very focused in that direction.
After a few minutes pass.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. What were we gonna do next?
Oh, I was gonna say, if we're gonna be staying in this area for a little bit, I was gonna kind of, in the area that we have, slowly kind of ritual cast Abscondus.
Okay.
Oh.
Just kind of like Liamon's tiny hut, but it camouflages where we are. Anything can't see through except for true sight. Perfectly matches the surroundings as if there were no occupants in the dome. Prevents sound and smell from escaping. and
Quick
cannot be
heads up
found
on
with
that. That's
location
actually a
spells.
homebrew from my campaign.
Oh,
If Cole's okay to
it
use
came
that.
up. with-
I'm cool with that. I was about to say I've never
Cool.
heard of it.
I,
Yeah.
it showed up. I thought it was
No.
new. I don't
So
know.
because I did content sharing on D&D Beyond,
Mhm.
Yeah, and I've got
Oh,
content
yeah.
as well,
one
so
of the group
I
has
thought it was
homebrewed.
just from a new thing.
No, it's
And yeah.
it's
It's
from
nice.
his home. I'll allow that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
If there's
a cool.
Pretty
That's
harmless.
cool.
It's a
That's
fun
pretty.
spell.
That's a really neat
That's cool.
design. I dig that. That's cool.
So with that is fine. And Kaz kind of goes, I think they're leaving, and they do kind of wander off. And then Kaz like kind of he pulls apart this little like he pulls up the floor basically and shows a little like fireplace he had kind of made, and he takes out his axe and takes a rock, lights a fire, and goes, and he sits down. And he's like, I don't know what those were. Those weren't bugbears.
No.
Keriku, you're muted.
Did the creatures leave? Thank you.
Just did it.
Do you all mind for a moment? I want to go see what happened to those bodies.
Okay.
Shouldn't go alone.
I'll go with you.
None of you can
I'll go
really
with you.
move quietly.
I can help you with that.
That would be nice.
Well,
Pass it out a trace.
so
So
you do that.
So Nix and
I am
Keriku are going to look.
And while they do that, Soldier is actually going to look at Kaz and say, well, Kaz, would you like a blessing?
He's about to nod, but then he looks at the new person. He goes, "Oh, she looks like she might need it more."
She's actually gone.
What?
She was gonna stealth out before anybody else.
Oh, I would highly love to see if I noticed that. I was going to say Karina sits down the minute the other two go. She was going to sit down and block the
She
door
wants
with her
to
body,
see
but
too.
that's her.
So Nix and Keriku, you do notice 39 is with you apparently.
Well, can I roll?
You can roll a stealth check.
Technically, pass without a trace is on her, too.
Um,
Plus 10 as well.
Yeah, so that's a 29.
Oh,
And I rolled low.
Y'all don't notice 39 following you.
Helped you with that.
I am still, once they went out, I shut the door and sat down with my back against it.
So
or
Kaz
whatever
goes
it
to
is.
point at 39 and he goes, Where did the pale lady go? And he looks at Felicity, he looks at Karina.
What
and-
pale lady?
You-
Soldier never saw them.
We found one of the bodies that were not. She wasn't dead.
Do not mention the bodies. That is bad luck for a sailor.
You have no idea. She wasn't. She wasn't a body. She was a person. I think. She was here.
Was
I
she
gave
went
her
near the
quiver
bodies?
and her bow.
Okay. Well,
Was she near the bodies?
Uh-huh.
yes, she was near the
If-
bodies.
If that being disappeared, then it is probably a spirit, and it's best that we leave it alone.
I don't think she was a spirit.
Well,
She
if
ate food.
she's
And she
clearly
took the bow
gone.
and quiver from me, and she seemed pretty physical.
Felicity, and Karina, I hate to break this, but well, at least I don't know how things work on land, but at least out on the sea, spirits can get very, what's the word? They are able to manifest enough to interact with objects.
This sounds like a story I used to read with my sister.
It
With
wasn't
that,
a story. It
While
was a
Soldier is trying to tell you
true
guys a
fact.
story about his spirits, we're going to hand over to Nix and Keriku. So, you guys
Such
get.
a Felicity and Karina are just sitting there going,
So-
"Uh."
Oz is just listening to
Soldier
Soldier's
just
every word
telling
with bated
them.
breath. But Nix and Keriku, I need both of you to give me stealth checks. 39 you don't, because you already did.
Soldiers just like basically breaking their childhood.
16. 16.
Is that with pass without trace?
Yes.
Ooh.
Glad it was up. Hot damn.
35.
There you go.
So as you guys get closer, you move. Turns out Kaz, and we'll just say you remembered your way back, but Kaz ran pretty far away. Like y'all were kind of struggling to keep up with this boy, but you got there. But you get back, and the bodies aren't there. Not even remains.
Not even ash.
No ashes, no nothing. The only their clothes and their weapons are still strewn about. The bodies are gone.
I don't like this.
Does the ground look like there were bodies there?
Yes, the ground does look like there were bodies there. It looks like they were moved. It doesn't look like they were drug away. There's no trail leading them being drug away.
Is there any remaining scent of smoke?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's kind of leading so like you guys went to like the northwest where the way caused lose you guys away. Straight north is where the smell is leading. And you can also tell that as it moves, it's going up.
Huh. What do you make of it, Nix?
I don't know. Usually fire doesn't just leave. I could get a bit tired and see if I can find anything.
Let's get back closer to home base before you do that, but I think that's not a bad idea.
Okay. So we'll head back. You said back a bit more.
So you guys get pretty close, and we'll say that your previous stealth checks held up with that. You got lucky, Nix. They rolled a 15.
I
So
fucking sorry. That was a 6.
as you guys get closer, you do notice there are more of those creatures around, and they all appear to be different kinds, all chromatic looking dragons, but with rotting away flesh and improvised weapons. And there appears to be one creature, you can't tell what it is, giving them orders. He's pretty far away, and there's a bunch of them, and you now notice there wasn't just like 5 or 10. There's about 30 or 40 of these things walking around you guys.
Oh boy.
And what do you want to do?
So with 39 having gone out there, could she like scurry up a tree and try to see if she can hear anything?
Yeah. And I will say climbing a tree is an athletics check.
Athletics? Why would you do that to me?
Because it's climbing, it's athletics. If you were like backflipping up the tree, then it'd be acrobatics.
Can I backflip up the tree?
It'll be a way higher check.
I mean, but I don't have a bonus to athletics. All right, let's see.
I have the mental image of just grabbing onto the tree, just dangling there.
14.
14? Okay, you get up the tree pretty easily. It wasn't a high check with athletics. If you tried to backflip the check, you would have failed with a 14, so for acrobatics. So you get up the tree, and you do kind of like survey, and you see lots of these creatures, and you can tell that there is something above the tree line. And there is like a shimmering mirage. It looks like there's nothing there, but you recognize this magic.
I recognize this magic. I am proficient in Arcana. Can I kind of get a...
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. That's only a 10.
That's okay. You do notice that there is apparently... You recognize this illusory magic. It was cast by similar to what you have seen in the past. And you can tell that there is some sort of tower that is being disguised in the center of the forest.
There's a tower being disguised in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's not a fool. She'll head back to the others.
Okay. So, we'll say you get there first, 39, because the other two aren't going back to the base camp, correct? They're going near it?
Yeah, for the most part.
So, you guys just see 39 open the door and walk in.
I told you she wasn't a spirit.
Jesus Christ!
Please. Felicity like gets up and tries to like check on her. Like "Are
She's
you
like
alright?
halfway between the door at Soldier's reaction.
I do the whole shift her in and then shut the door with my shoulder and like turn around.
Are you okay? You left the group real quick.
There's a tower
It's a tower.
disguised by magic.
I see. Sorry, by the way, what's your name?
39.
39. I'm Felicity.
Well met.
Those the people that you were with, were they your sisters?
My predecessors.
I don't pretend to understand, but will you stay with us? I really don't think you should wander off.
Go ahead and do that for me, Tarvel, what you just texted me.
So, as you all are doing this, Soldier is just quiet. Upon hearing tower, Soldier pulls out a moonstone that has a rune carved into it, as well as some dragon bones. And he casts them out in a little circle of dirt right at his feet and begins reading them for an omen as he casts augury. He looks at the results.
Your augury doesn't really tell you much about this tower, but it does tell you that this tower is a problem, and it's not native to the area.
So it's just like, if he goes to this tower within the next 30 minutes, would it be bad results or good results or a mix?
You can tell it's evil, and you can tell it's bad.
Oh, woe be to those who go to this tower.
Not where we're supposed to be going.
I thought we were investigating about white humanoid spirits that happen to be ladies.
Kaz goes, we're also supposed to find out what's killing everybody
And those ladies are now.
and kill it.
To the location that produces woe it is.
I'm
Oh.
watching out the little hole that Kaz showed me, watching for the rest of our party the whole time they're having this. Like, I'm listening, but I'm
So you kind of notice, you see Nyx at least. You don't see Karaku. He's hidden very well for you. So, but you see Nyx and Karaku about 40, 50 feet away from the entrance of your little cavern. And Nyx, Karaku, what were you guys wanting to do?
I was gonna say, so do you want me to check and see if I can figure out where that smoke is going?
Not a bad idea. I can stay quiet here until you return, unless you would rather me just go back with the others.
No, we're close enough. Something goes wrong, they can hear us.
Right.
But I'm gonna wild shape. I'm gonna warn Karaku and be like, so don't be afraid. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm gonna.
We just came from a pile of dead naked ladies.
Fair.
I'm at
gonna-
the top already today, so we're good.
I'm gonna
Sounds
wild
like-
shape into a giant wolf spider and then climb a tree.
I'm fine. I'm
So a
fine.
giant spider in this
And-
way, that means you are the size of a small dog
Yeah.
climbing the tree.
Puppy
So-
And if anyone's noticing Karina at the door, there's this moment of
I'm fine. I'm fine.
So as you're
Spiders
climbing
are
the tree,
friends.
you do notice that there is a shimmer of magic in the air, and it seems to be coming from the top of the trees pretty high up, and it goes pretty high. You can't really tell what it is. You could try. You could do an Arcana check if you want.
Rated Arcana, but we'll see. At least to keep my intelligence as a. Ooh, okay, 18.
18. Yeah. You can tell it's illusory magic, and you can tell there's something being hidden, and it's something big, and it appears some kind of building.
Okay.
And with that, what's your AC?
As a spider,
Yep.
higher than it is as a druid, 13.
So an arrow actually right above you as you see one of these creatures saw you transform.
Okay.
And then a few more come out from behind them and they start, and you all hear like very loud just, and Karina, you see these things running at your spider friend.
Oh boy.
So they're in the trees, or they're like coming from
They're
the
coming
forest?
up to you. They're running at you in the tree that you were on, which is about 40-50 feet away from where everyone else is.
Mm.
So
Like,
I would have been right near that tree. Would they have come to me first?
They don't see you. You're still
Oh, that's good. This will be fun then.
Nyx is not stealth. Nyx was stealth, but her stealth check wasn't quite high enough.
Yeah.
How many of them are there?
Well,
My
we'll
dex
find
is
out if we
higher-
come back from our break.
Dex is higher as a spider, but
When we come back from our break, I'll have you guys roll initiative and we'll get into combat.
Sweet.
So let's take a little
spider combat.
take a little bathroom and refresh drink break.
And I'll gently bump the shoulder, very like hesitate, and then just go for it, and then just kind of red faced of like, oh, did I do it bad? Am I about to get punched?
She's gonna hip bump you back as hard as she can.
Oh!
No, it's heavier than he expects. And he'll try to, I mean, he's going to try to mimic the motions, but he's clumsy.
If you separate your feet a bit more.
Right, but then you got to twist the blade around to come around the other side, but then the grip, the pommels get.
We did blow up by Lorna.
You still have more words. You have 6 more words.
I did more.
Hurry
than that.
up!
I did the woodwork.
You got 4 more words.
I want to grab her hand. I helped.
Gonna walk out into the streets, like in plain view of the guards. Stand in front of them. Hello, I am a crazy man. I steal for a living. So oh, look, I am stealing. One of the daggers goes flying into his hand. I've stolen from you. I'm going to steal again.
Watching this, like,
Your other.
You. What? And they move away from the gate.
Look,
Bam, bam.
now I am going to murder because that's what I like to do. And he's going.
He's lost his
Run
bloody
away.
marbles.
she was in disguise though. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I drop wormhole, and then I kind of just shove people in.
We're going.
Is this what you guys were waiting for this whole time?
Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God! There's something more than one. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. Let's go. Axes are sharp. That's a new T-shirt. What the? What? Is this thing a Gumby? Stretch Armstrong over here? What's that? What this like a dolphin? Oh! What? Is that my first real roll? I got a nat 20? Oh! What?
even know what to tell y'all. That was crazy.
Welcome back, folks, to Chronicles of Ravira, the journey of our as of unnamed party. Last we left off, Nyx had given
Just
away
met each other. Give us a
giant spider. Nyx had given away the position of herself and had an arrow shot at her. It missed, thankfully, but now there are a few creatures running towards them.
Heck yeah.
So with that, I need everyone to give me some initiative.
I do have a small question, Cole. Would it is under my understanding that Karina would have laid her runes on her weapon and her shield every morning?
Yeah.
That's part of what she does. Is that
Yeah.
fine with you? Okay.
That is fine, because that's how I would do it for any person.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. You're good.
I got a 3.
Heck yeah.
Oh, hold on. I will let you know.
Oh, wow. That is
I'm gonna
bad.
go in order.
I got a nat 1.
I got a
My
nat
2
1 and a
initiative
9.
bonus, yeah.
I have advantage, so I got a 10.
21. Heck yeah.
Okay, I will go around and ask in a second. I'm getting the villains first and cause. Ooh,
As
Cause
I'm
did-
blocking your way.
Cause didn't do too bad.
Oz, no, my son.
Son, stay away.
Oh, my boy.
No, my boy. Help is on the way, dear.
Oh,
that's
that's on my
such a
list.
good movie. I haven't
I've
seen
been
that in
looking
so
for
long.
I've been looking for
Carmen's
it
gone.
online, and you can't watch it anywhere for free. I have to go
Oh,
buy
Mrs.
it.
Wildfire?
Yes.
We need
I
to
actually
talk.
still got
I have
some
like 7
system.
streaming. There's got to be one.
Tarvel has been lost to the darkness.
Until my initiative is rolled.
All right.
You haven't rolled.
Karina.
Did he costume change?
10.
I bet he costume changed.
10.
Yeah, I rolled bad.
Karaku.
14.
14. 39.
13.
What's your dex?
My dex is 20.
Okay, so you did beat the enemy that you tied with. Felicity.
3.
Oof.
Love you so
Nick.
much.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, soldier.
Speedy boy.
13.
What'd I say?
He
So
just got
you will
props.
go after. What's your dex, soldier?
2. Or +2, +2, +2.
2 total.
Okay.
Just
So
2.
you go last of the 3 who rolled 13 then.
I mean, to be fair, I do play a character who has 6 charisma, so
Nice.
I mean, it's possible.
I'm
All
so
right,
happy that I fixed this torch.
Initiative order. We have Nyx, then Karaku, then 039, then the Draconian Infiltrator, then Soldier, then the Draconian Dreadnought.
Oh, that does not sound good.
Yeah.
Oh, no, by the way, there's 2 infiltrators and they go at the same time.
I've not faced any of these before. It's fine.
Then Cause, then Karina. I'm sorry, then Soldier, then Cause, then Karina,
Oh, wait.
then the Draconian Mage, then Felicity, because she goes last.
So wait, it's Soldier, the Dreadnought, Kaz, Karina, Mage, and then
Yes.
Felicity. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that is 100% correct. All right. With that,
You're doing great, sweeties.
we have Nyx. You are the start. You are over. You can you see yourself on the map, I'm guessing?
Yes.
I'll
How
zoom
far? So there are none like directly under my tree.
No, there are the closest 2 are both 10 feet away. And just to
Okay.
zoom in a little to get you guys a view of what y'all are looking at creature wise, that's a Draconian Infiltrator. That's a Draconian Dreadnought.
We're not seeing whatever you're doing.
Uh,
I think you're on the wrong
sorry.
layer.
Oh, I see it.
The big one.
Dreadnought, or
Do I click to do that?
No,
so click and hold.
somebody's doing it. Yeah.
Click hold.
Mhm.
There we go.
There you go.
That's a Dreadnought. That's an Infiltrator. And that's a Mage.
Yay.
So the 2 closest to you, Nyx, will be this Infiltrator and this Mage.
Okay. How far up the tree would I have had to gone
tokens look
to
so
You're
see that
you're
tower?
about 20 feet up the tree.
Okay. And then I'm just trying to see if I can use my other wild shape actions in spider form, or if I have to revert, because I know I can't do spells.
You cannot cast spells.
Yeah, but it does. That's not a spell. Actions are. Does not break concentration. Benefit of any features from your class, race, or other source, which would be my starry-ish stuff. So I think I can my starry form.
You can still do your story form and like your class-based stuff that's not specifically spell slotted.
Yeah. Okay, just double checking. So first of all, since I'm only like 20 feet up the tree, I'm gonna go down and hit this one right here with my
Okay.
bite attack.
Okay.
So let me double check if I should do bonus action first with the dragon. Or archer. No, I don't need to do that first. Okay. So I'll make a bite attack. Maybe. Ooh, really bad. That was a nat 1. Crit
Oh,
fail.
a critical fail, you say?
Yikes, yeah.
Let me look back at the map again real quick. Let me see. And you would have moved to about here.
Yeah, to right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So thankfully there's none of your allies near you, but we're gonna say that when you jump out of the tree to like attack this guy, with the nat 1, he just kind of moves to the side and you lose your footing. And you are a prone spider.
All of my 8 legs.
You are a prone spider.
Okay. Then so that would have been, yeah, I don't have half my movement.
You
That
do
would have
not.
been that would have been 25 feet, just barely out of my half of my movement. But I will use my bonus action, and you will see little constellations kind of pop up, bright silvery constellations pop up all over this spider and coalesce into what looks like a chalice. And I'm not going to do anything with that yet because I can't, but you see little stars pop up all over this giant spider.
Okay.
Activate my chalice form.
Cool. All right, and with that, is that your turn, Nyx?
Yeah. Yes.
So with Nyx's turn being over, it is now 39's turn.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Keriku.
Almost there. Care will look up and see all this, and not again. I know you people. And would I remember kind of how a mage looks versus the dreadnought? And
You can tell that the mage is the one holding like the pitchfork-looking thing, and it appears to be similar to a red dragon in looks.
Right.
But with moldy green skin as well.
Lovely. I'll get his attention. I'm curious, if I threw a stick, would you be the one to fetch it? And I'll cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay, what's the save on that again?
That is a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom. I have dropped my dice. Good sign.
Haha.
Okay, wisdom.
What do my damage dice?
Let's do that's an 11.
That is 3 plus. I can read my dice. That is 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And has disadvantage on next attack roll it makes.
Gotcha.
And then as a bonus action, seeing my spider friend, question mark, falling over, I was like, 8 legs, my dear, you've got this. And I'll throw a bardic inspiration her way.
Heck yeah.
Their way,
D6?
sorry. D6, yes.
I'll pronoun.
Do you do any movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple of steps back, and a couple of them had arrows, right? So I'm gonna probably move to roughly here. Sorry, I'm gonna make this actually work, or not. 2 spaces to the right, if you please.
Right there.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, I was on the wrong tool. That's why. Anyways, and that, well, just to finish my turn, help, and that'll be it.
Okay. So now it is 39's turn, and 39, you are way back over here.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. Did I hear help?
You did.
Okay, I'm going to approach the door.
Okay. We'll just say that doesn't use any of your movement just because y'all weren't in the zone.
And already aware that these creatures are here, she would have had everything ready to go. And she is going to take a shot. Can she see any of these guys?
You can see in your field of vision, you can see this one and this one as they are charging up to your spider friend.
Okay. I don't know the spider is my friend.
You're right
but...
over here. You're right over here, Nick.
Yes, I see. I'm going to go ahead and shoot an arrow at that one that's right up on the spider.
Okay.
I'm making assumptions about all of that. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Okay, and I'm fun as a DM. No double dice, double damage.
Sweet. Okay, so...
It goes for enemies too.
And I am going to go ahead and throw a grass... Well, hold on. Let me read this real quick. Okay, yes. I am going to go ahead and do a grasping arrow on this. So a creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage, its speed is reduced by 10, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage the first time on each turn it moves 1 foot or more. The brambles last for 1 minute until you use this option again, or until any creature uses an action to remove them with an athletics checks.
And she's on our team.
So when she shoots this arrow, she has no color, but as she's starting to concentrate on this spell, this kind of plum, like black lily and amethyst sort of arcane magic starts to swirl around the arrow that she's knocking, and when it releases, it just is just this ribbon of magic that goes behind it. So doubling dice, that's what you said, or doubling damage?
Double damage.
Double damage. Okay. So
Very pretty.
This guy's going.
I am going to roll. Longbow is a d8. Where are my d8s? I had these ready to go. I thought I had these ready to go. Apparently, I put them away. It's okay. I have my box right here. So double damage. Does that also mean the proficiency modifier? Or just
just the initial,
just the dice. Okay.
Just the damage roll, and then you add the modifier after.
Okay, so that's a 4, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 points of damage plus. Let me go back to.
Ooh.
The grasping arrow is 2d6. Ugh, that's a terrible roll. That's another 6 points of damage, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage the first time on each turn it moves.
Okay. So, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay, so it now knows very clearly where you are, and it just turns and looks over there. But it's more concerned with the spider right here, right below it. So he's going to pull out his daggers, and he's going to attack Nyx. This is the first infiltrator. They both get a turn.
I missed my cleric Stacy.
So.
They have a 22.
So it gets 2 attacks with its dex.
Oh, wait, I have 2 attacks.
Ah, glad you got that. I'm also the DM that is like, hey, I'm not gonna tell you when you forget things.
I was gonna say,
I'm a fighter. I have 2
Ranger,
attacks.
You're level 5. You're level 5.
That's 18 plus the lot.
That hits.
Okay.
What's it like being level 5 in your
attacking the same guy?
class?
Huh? Same guy,
You
yes.
Yeah.
That's an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
So as you hit him with the second arrow, you hit him you clip him right in the side of the face, and he looks real banged up. And he's just like, you can see the barbs kind of digging into his skin.
There is this total stoic soldier mode on her right now.
So, for his attack, he's going to swing. With the first attack, he's going to miss, because that's going to be a 7 to hit. And for the second attack, Nyx, that is... You're about to hate me. That's a natural 20.
Yep, that'll do it.
And so that is...
Got some extra HP.
That's 2d6. Let me get some d6s over here. 1 metal, 1 resin. He rolled pretty good too, so that's 9 times 2, 18 plus 6. Or I'm sorry, 18 plus 3, that's 21 poison damage.
I thought you said 2d6.
2d6, but it's crit.
Oh, I already forgot that. I'm like, how did that add up? Okay, I'm no longer in spider form. You said 26?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 21.
21, okay. But yeah, I am knocked out of spider form, so...
Okay, so that's the first one's turn.
Okay.
So the second one here, he is going to have noticed Keriku yelling at his mage friend, and he's going to move right here.
Not the face, not the face, not the face.
He's going to take 2 swings at Keriku. First one is a... Oh, wrong one. That is a 10 to hit.
Ha!
And the second one is a dirty 20.
Hey, that might hit.
Okay, so that's 2d6. That is 11 poison damage.
Sweet. Always good times.
And that is going to be his turn. That's going to be their turn. And now it is Soldier's turn.
Hey.
So, Soldier,
Oh.
you are way back here on the map.
Aye, indeed. So I am going to try my best to peep through. So I would like to go nearby, like somewhere where I can peek through. So like, we'll go there.
Down here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 25
And so,
feet.
would I have line of sight of these lads?
These two here, well, actually, okay, no, this one and this
Mhm.
one would.
All right. So I'm going to see that one attacking Carrick. And, well, that's not very nice at all. So, whispering a prayer of safety to Karaku, he's going to very quietly lock eyes on that thing and snap his fingers. And the world goes quiet for a very split second. And then an ear-piercing crash of thunder breaks out right on, well, about 5 feet away behind that creature. Because because Shatter has a 10-foot radius. And it's going to
If
just...
it's 5 feet behind him, then that would still hit Karaku.
No, because like there's the square that it's being cast on, and then there's the additional 5 feet outward, which the creature would be in. So that's 10 feet.
Yeah.
Karaku is 15 feet out.
He would be 15 from here.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Very well. Whatever keeps Karaku out of the blast radius.
Okay.
And I do not care that wood splinters might be going everywhere like shrapnel. That's actually parts of the point. So he will cast Shatter. The trees crack under the stress of this spell. And that being is blasted with a crackening boom.
What is the save for that again?
It is, I believe...
It's Constitution, right?
Let me double check. It is Constitution, yes, and he has to be 15.
So that's a 19.
He will take half damage then. And you know what? We're gonna do Wrath of the Storm. So 3d8 max is 24, so he takes 12 thunder.
12? Alrighty. So that drew his attention, but he couldn't really tell where it came from because obviously it came from that point. So he just turns around real quick and then turns back to Karaku, and he's just confused. And as far as he's concerned, Karaku just did that. So, is that your turn, Soldier?
Gonna start pulling out his crossbow.
Okay. And if that's your turn, then next up we have... Who was next? Now it is the Draconian Dreadnought. So this big son of a here is going to move... He's not worried about the spider very much.
Well, there's no spider anymore.
Oh, there's no spider?
Yeah, you hit me good enough that with like a slight crackling and a like swirl of like the constellations, I am back in druid form.
Okay. Well, he still heard Karaku make a little jab at their what appears to be the leader. So he's going to run up and attack Karaku. He did pass by your range, though, if you want to make an attack of opportunity, Nyx.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
I will
There is
whack-
plenty of me to go around.
I will snack with my
Hey, no.
quarterstaff. Not great. 13.
That does not hit.
Yeah.
So you swing your quarterstaff and it kind of planks off his shoulder armor. So he's going to run up and he's going to make so his 3 attacks. And these are all with advantage because he's flanking you. So first will be a sword attack. And with advantage, that is a whopping 11 to hit.
We good. Surviving 1 hit. Yeah.
Second one, that is a whopping 12 with advantage.
Yeah, still alive.
And now
It
it's
should
the
not
ta-
be.
And that was the tail attack. Now for the final sword swing.
Sweet.
That with advantage is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is going to be a couple of D8s on you.
Cool.
Soldier, you might want to run up to character pretty quick.
I'm fine.
Yeah, he didn't roll that. 11 plus 4. That is 15 slashing damage.
Sweet. I'm still up.
So he hits you
Barely.
with the second one, and he's just. We'll say because of the darkness, he misses with the first swing, and he whips around his tail, and it just barely misses your face with his. So, like, basically, he looks like he has a morning star at the end of his tail. And then as you're trying to dodge that, he comes around and he slashes you across the chest with his second sword.
I remember why I don't like you people.
I use my reaction
Yes, you can.
because I'm peeking out through, correct? Or I don't know. There seems to be multiple doors now, so I'm not really sure how this works.
Well, it's like
anymore.
it's like one big like wooden like. It's
Okay.
basically like a makeshift wall.
But I see how bad Kirikou is
Yes.
looking. Correct. I'm going to just shift my shield around and just reach out with my hand, turning the shield slightly towards me, and my eyes close for just a second, and I'm going to use my stone rune, and a blast comes off me like blasting from the mark inside my shield at the creature.
I love rune.
And it is a strength save. No, a wisdom saving throw.
I was about to say that would be
DC.
bad if it was for him.
No, I know. That's why I was like, oh no, wisdom saving throw of DC 15.
He rolled a 14 and he has a +0.
Okay, so he is charmed for 1 minute. His speed is 0, and he is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor. He can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success.
Okay.
I knew my charms were good.
With that, he's going to end his turn.
Well, wouldn't my reaction be at the end of his turn? I waited until he finished it.
You're right. Never mind.
Okay, I was like, that's why I waited till all the attacks. Also, I was waiting to see what happened. If he didn't hit you, I might have not done it.
So now it's Kaz's turn.
Oh, come on, Kaz.
Kaz is going to.
Give me a swing, buddy.
His movement speed is 50, so. Minotaur Barbarian. 5, 10, 15. Actually, let me just use this nifty tool that they have.
My movement's 35.
25, 35, 40, 45, 50. So Kaz is going to blitz through, and he's going to like run between the two of you. But he's going to like daintily step over the two of you, basically. He's going to do like a little hop and land right next to this Draconian. And he's going to start swinging at it. But before he does that, you see him like, and he's going to rage. And what was once an innocent childlike being is now a raging monstrosity.
That's my nephew. Let's go.
Oh, that's my boy.
Ooh,
Yes, my boy.
That is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, my boy.
And that is a D.
Mother help.
No, Father Rage.
And he rolled a
from the
12.
ground.
You rolled a
Mother
12. So
Father
that is 16 points of slashing damage with the first attack. And then he's
I'm
going
proud of my boat son.
with his second attack. Oh,
I'll
also
make a fine sailor out of him yet.
I forgot to add his 2d6s because he is a member of the Bliss family. He is a zealot barbarian.
Ah,
It does an extra 9 radiant damage on the first attack. Zealot barbarians are scary.
They are fun.
And then for his second attack, that is a 19 to hit. 9 plus. He's lower level than y'all. Or no, he's actually level 5. Never mind. What am I saying? He's exactly level 5.
I was gonna say, you sent a lower level poor baby with us? Oh my gosh.
No, he's level 5. He's the same level.
Literally level
mean,
one,
that's what I would've
able to
expected,
do
honestly.
19
Kaz
damage.
run up and he swings and hits this thing twice and he deals massive damage to it. And with that, that's Kaz's turn. He can't do anything else. So next up, we have Karina.
All right. Seeing Kaz run by and step over her, she's gonna just kind of grin and step out of the area. I can't move myself, and I would like to. I think it looks like Kaz is that covered. Oh, I can't get there. Never mind. Because if I do this, it doesn't give me any advantage to my speed. Once I step right outside, like as I step out, she takes a deep breath and just this breath of air just goes out of her and she grows to large size and everything not that direction and
there we go.
there we go and crosses over, and I'd love to. It doesn't affect my movement, so I can't get all the way over to Nyx.
Actually,
I'd love to.
it slightly makes you be able to move closer because you grew, so it's less. So you actually can get to this guy now.
Okay, then I would love to get here where Nyx is, because it looks
So
like
Nyx,
it
you
has.
just see a massive Karina run up next to you.
And under him are like these crystal roses
All I
and
wanna
thorns
do
and barbs. Just
Grow
under
into
him.
a giant woman.
Yeah, right. And it's like the atom. And I am just gonna go ham, looking down at everything at this point.
Yeah.
So let's see here. And I have 2 attacks. Okay. Attack number 1 is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Do you want me to roll both attacks, or do you want me to roll damage first?
Roll damage first.
Okay.
We'll do 1 attack at a time.
That is math. Ha. Wait, sorry. There's something with this. 7 plus another d6.
I didn't want to do this.
7.
HP left. I do want to kill him.
Oh, okay.
He had 7 HP left, and you rolled.
Oh,
7.
okay. Then I get to choose where I use that extra d6. So I'll hold on to that then. So just run right up, and just the spear, because she still has her shield. The spear just one-handed right through the top of everything. Just spears him right in front of Nyx.
He's been kebabbed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
Pull it out.
She Vlad the Impaler him.
Hi. Sorry.
about
And I don't think I have. Can I shift back a little bit to help Kaz, or no? Am I done?
That's your full movement. That was your full 30.
Okay. I don't think I want my, sure. Why not? And I turn around and just throw my spear at the dreadnought that Kaz is fighting. Why not? I can move to it in a
Hit.
minute.
He is charmed, so you get advantage.
Oh, that's good, because that was a 2. And that's 14?
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Even though
Sorry.
he's not moving, you throw your spear and it just glances off his hide, and you are now unarmed.
I was probably a little surprised by the whole shish kebab. Not used to this. Not used to this. This is kind of new.
Do you want the pointy stick back?
Yes. Really, I do. Please.
Okay, well, if that's your turn, Karina. Then it is now the Draconian Mage's turn. And he is going to...
Very large target here.
And he is going to go... And he's going to hold his trident up to his face and breathe out. And he vanishes from view as he casts invisibility. What am I doing? Egon.
Zoom.
He casts invisibility, and then he's going to use his movement. And that's his turn. And now it's finally Felicity's turn.
I don't like that. I don't like that. How far away is she from the nearest enemy?
She
Feet-wise.
is 40 feet.
Sweet. She's gonna kind of like move close to where 39 or is it 36?
39.
39. Okay. 39 is
Right there?
a little bit to where it's like diagonal. Yeah. And then she's going to see what's kind of going on and cast Sacred Flame on the one opposite of Kuriku.
This one here or this one?
The one, not the one Kaz is fighting.
Okay.
Not the deck save.
Deck save?
Mm-hmm.
Oof, yeah, he's probably gonna save that. That is a 18.
Yeah, he passes.
Yeah, these guys are basically the rogues of these things.
Dang it. I don't think if that was an action. I don't think I
bonus
have.
action.
Hold up, I'm looking at my.
You can't use another spell as bonus action, but you might have another feature.
Actually, a little note for me as DM, since I don't do everything rules as written. If you have a spell that specifically specifies you can use it as a bonus action, depending on the spell, you can ask me if you can do it, and depending on what the spell is, like if it's like Misty Step or something, fine. But if it's like I want to, as a bonus action, do this spell that does 5d12 damage, probably not if you've already cast another spell. So if you have a spell you want to use as a bonus action, you can ask me. I just can't guarantee I'll say yes. It's going to be by situation.
Instead, she's just gonna. As a bonus action, she can throw a dagger, can't she?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Sure can.
Please don't
Sweet.
hit care. Please don't hit care. Please don't hit care.
He's got a giant spear flies at him.
Yeah, she's gonna take that dagger that she got from.
Hold it hit.
Yep.
Please don't hit, soldier.
23.
Oh, okay, good.
You hit.
Nice.
Roll damage.
Okay. She goes like a little like woo. I mean, okay. 5 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he looks down at this dagger sticking in his side, and he looks up and he looks right at you, and he just.
She just like wrinkles her nose back at him like,
Hey.
the attitude.
Now we're back to the top of the order. Nyx.
Okay, so if I used Healing Word, would I be able to... That Healing Word is bonus action. Would I be able to use the spell as my action?
Not for healing
Usually.
word. Healing
Okay.
word, but for a healing spell that's fairly strong, I'm going to say that.
Okay, because mine would also be a stronger Healing Word.
Yeah, that's what
Because I've got my chalice. So I am going to I don't have a lot of. I've used a lot of spell slots already before even combat started.
Poor Karaku's just getting beat up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna do throw a second level healing word at Karaku. So that would be oh, I don't get a. Okay, it is 2d6. I think it looks weird.
Healing
So
word?
the third level of higher, that it's just very. Oh, I'm looking at healing spirit because I am looking at the wrong spell. Second level. Did I not prepare healing word? Did I only prepare healing spirit?
Uh-oh.
Okay, well it's still a bonus action, same thing. I am going to cast healing spirit, so a small owl, a small like radiant looking owl flies over to Karaku. and you get 1d6 hit points. So okay, you get six hit points, and then as that happens, the little chalice that is glowing over Nyx kind of swirls around them, and I get 1d8 plus 4 for myself.
So I heal you, but I heal me better.
So to recap, we've now had Kerr just get his butt whooped, have a spear thrown at him, have a dagger thrown at him, and then an owl lands on him.
I threw the spear
Nice
at
looking
the
owl.
draconian whatever, and it just landed short. It's a little weird to get used to your strength when you're this size versus
Oh,
normal
just
size.
you wait, Kerry.
But
You're
so
about
for-
to have a whole lot more.
So for a healing spirit, when the first time it's cast or when you start your turn there, I can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points. So when it comes to your turn, I can also restore
right
another
here, we'll
1d6.
say. It's about right here.
Hmm?
So is it on Karaku?
Yeah, on Karaku. It has to be in the area.
Okay.
And it's like a 5-foot cube, but I'm making it an owl because that's cooler.
Are you is that your turn, Nyx?
And I can use it 5 times. That should be it. Yeah. Because that was just my bonus action, wasn't it?
No, you asked if you could do it and cast another spell, and I was like, not for a healing spell.
Well, I can still do an action.
You can still do an action, yes, but
Yeah, but not a
Not a spell.
not a spell. I can do a cantrip.
yes, you can.
So I don't know if I want to do that though. Sure, why not? I'm going to, as my action, cast create bonfire under the creature here.
Okay.
So a 5-foot cube pops up underneath it, a magic bonfire, and must succeed on a dex saving throw.
Your dex saving throw. That's 15.
That just saves. It's a meet and beat.
Gotcha. It is meat beat.
Mine.
Yep.
Yeah, mine's 15. So, so if it ends its turn there, which I doubt it would stay in the bonfire, but if it for some reason stays there, it'll have to make another dex save, or I guess if someone gets thrown into the bonfire. But
Okay.
it's saved.
All right, and so that's Karaku's tomb. But real quick, the body right next to you two, Nyx and Karina, you notice it's starting to expand. And I'm gonna need you both to give me dex saving throws.
Oh, I'm great at that.
Okay.
I was better as spider.
Good soup.
Bad soup. Oh, good
Oh,
soup.
Best soup.
That's
Nat
bad.
20. Nat
7.
So Nyx, you jump out of the way. Okay, so
Nyx jinxed it for
I'm
Kirina.
still really not used to this whole, like, I'm way higher up than I'm used to, guys.
So first thing, so this thing floats and it explodes, it bursts as it dies. And you dodge out of the way, Nyx, but Karina, you are now covered in acid. And you take 8 points of acid damage. And at the beginning of each of your turns, you take another 2d6 of acid damage until you get rid of the acid.
Okay.
So with that, it's Karaku's turn.
Ow.
Lovely.
And I hope you guys
So they
can-
blow up. Sorry, I should have said they blow up. But I think we need to teach these two some manners. And I'm going to. My voice suddenly becomes really discordant and layers like 6 or 7 times on top of itself, and eyes turn just a little bit darker. And I will cast Bane on the two flanking me. Need a charisma saving throw.
So the Dreadnoughts is a 14.
Nice. That's a fail.
And the Infiltrators is a 15.
Oh, meets beats. Okay. In that case, that's action. Okay, we just got healed. Okay. Bonus action in that case, I'm going to let's do this. We're going to make this even worse for them. Continuing that discordant layer, I'm going to turn to the I believe the one behind me, not the dreadnought, this guy. Yeah.
Later.
And we'll continue to use that Discord voice and just make him feel as uncomfortable as possible, using my bonus action to use unsettling words. And he will now utilize a bardic inspiration in the reverse.
Ooh.
On his next saving throw.
Okay.
Very nice.
Realize
And the other one is baned, correct?
Correct. So we have Bane and Unsettled. I don't know. I should make people uncomfortable. That's really all I'm doing right now. And otherwise, I'm gonna have to stay where I'm at.
I realized I am dumb. I've never had a cantrip require concentration, but because I used bonfire, that means the healing spirit disappears because I forgot that it was.
Oh, bye, elephant.
They were both concentration, and I did not think about it. And then I'm like, wait, both of these are still up. That doesn't make sense. Oh, it was me. I am.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your heals.
That's your turn, Karaku?
That'll be me. Thank you.
All right, 39.
Okay, which of these guys can I see? I'm assuming I can see the one next to Kaz. Can I see the one on the
one next to Kaz very clearly, and you can see the one behind Karaku as well.
Okay, which one looks worse off?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay, I don't think I have one. 9.
9? They both look about the same to you. You can't really tell.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the one south of Care.
This guy right here?
Yes, please. What does 24 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 11 points of damage.
11. Ooh, good job.
And my second attack.
Same one?
Yes, that's a natural 19 plus 10, 29.
Hit.
And 8 more points of damage.
So where do you shoot him?
So, first I would, let's see. His back is to me?
To his side. He's
His
facing.
side?
He's facing.
Oh, that's even better. Cool. So what she's going to do is she's going to shoot him through the ear. And then another one just straight through the exact same spot. She's going to Robin Hood her own arrow.
So you see this happen, right? Because he's actually facing this one, we'll say. And so you see this happen, character, when it lands. And you know immediately, you're like, what's about to happen? Give me a dex saving throw, Karaku. Woo! Actually, what's the range of this? Okay, 5 feet. Okay, so you're the only one.
Not bad. 23.
Okay, you save. So you
It
ninja
doesn't-
your way out as it bursts.
It doesn't hit Kaz. I don't
No,
like
it's a
it.
5-foot range for this specific one.
The below one.
Oh, the below one. Sorry, I got confused. Got it.
Hey, Dad! All right. And that robs them of the initiative turn because they were next after 39. So now it's Soldier.
Oh. Soldier begins to crackle with blue energy and whisper or waving his hand or like waving his hands, kind of a small ball of lightning begins to form. But he whispers into his hands and to the ball of lightning. And then he gently brings it down to the ground and lets it disperse into the earth. A little spark then travels along the earth until it reaches Karaku. And Soldier has basically cast Word of Radiance. As soon as the spark reaches Karaku, it emits a loud electrical pop, and he hears the word Mat, which stands for creation. And immediately Karaku will heal for 2d6 hit points. That is 5. That is 5. 10 hit points.
Thank you. Kara is not meant to be in the middle of battle, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
And then,
that's why I was like, bad roll on stealth.
and then what else is Soldier able to see?
You can see the draconian, and you can kind of see that it's like between cause and, but it's also going because it's still charmed.
It is confused.
Am I not able to see what happened to Dove? Karina?
Yes.
I'm very large and covered, at least from the waist down, in gunk.
So I am able to see that.
You're able to see that she's covered in something.
I'm like 10 foot, I think 10 roughly at this point.
You double your size, so if she's 5'9", right?
She's 5'11".
5'11", you're about 12 feet tall.
Nice.
You're 11'10".
Yeah, she's 5'11".
You're 11'10" right now.
Oh wait, I used the wrong spell. Word of Radiance does damage, so I meant to do Healing Word.
Oh my god.
My apologies.
Dear God. Yikes.
So it
New
is
character,
not
who
10
dis?
hit points. It is not 10 hit points.
It's not a new character. He's played this guy before.
Okay, then I don't know what your excuse is, dude.
Well, no, this is a new spell for me. I saw Word of Radiance and I was like, oh no, this is definitely healing.
That sounds
My
kind.
bad.
Yeah.
Radiance
No,
damage.
so yeah. So that would instead be 8 hit points because I rolled a 4.
8. Okay, so
Plus
you heal
4.
8.
So yeah, 4 plus 4.
Also, Rogue,
Ow, went away.
do your pronouns say he, him, sexy? How did I just notice that?
Okay, so
I don't know.
That's why
So
I
the same
giggled at
thing
it earlier.
happens. So I just want to clarify though, the same thing happens. It's just level 1 spell. And then would he be able to cast Create Water on Karina?
Sure. As a bonus
Wait,
action.
let me see how far away.
No, that would be an action.
Oh, that's an action? Then no.
Well, because Healing Word is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but since you already cast Healing Word as a bonus action, you wouldn't be able to cast.
Mistakes were made. Okay, in that case,
So standard spell rules.
Standard spell rules for stuff like that, yeah.
So would I be able to pull out the crossbow?
You already had the crossbow out, I thought.
Oh yeah. Okay, so can I shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Soldier is going to mutter a prayer to his gods and fire right at it, which means he also has disadvantage because
I mean, you already get advantage because he's charmed.
okay, so it's a regular.
Mhm.
All right, so we're gonna have to use the god dice for this.
God dice.
Okay, that is a 13 plus 5, 18.
You hit.
All right, so then let's quickly see what that would be. That would be a D8 plus 2, 6 damage. As he aims square for the chest.
So it hits and it pierces, and he doesn't move because he's still charmed. And
What a weird creature.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
So on his turn, all he can do is do his saving throw. 17. Does that pass?
Yeah, it passes. It was a 15 save.
Okay, so he shakes up, but he can't do anything else because that was the end of his turn.
Fought around, guys. Fought around.
So basically, y'all got a free surprise round now. And it's Kaz's turn. Kaz is still raging, and he's going to take a swing. That is a natural 1. I'm so sorry, Karaku.
Raging.
Oh,
Here
God.
we go.
So that's 7
Poor rogue.
plus 6. So that's 13. But since it's his first attack, he lands while raging. There's some zealot damage here. Okay. 3 radiant damage plus 13. So you take 16 total damage.
Sweet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to add the rage bonus. You take 18.
Still up.
He doesn't even notice, and he just turns back to swing his second attack, thinking he hit the thing. Not a nat 1 this time, but that is a total of 10, so he misses. We'll say the Draconian on his recovery blocks Kaz's second attack and knocks it away. And Karaku, you just took an axe from a Minotaur and
Oh yeah.
holy damage.
Oh, God.
Well, that would explain my current HP.
So that's Kaz's turn. And the Draconian Mage on his turn, you guys are just going to hear a little guttural as he is going to... You don't know where he is, but you see an orb of black start to appear behind the three of you. You don't know where he is, though.
The
So
three of us in the hut.
Yep,
thingy?
right here, right here.
Oh.
There's a big orb of darkness behind the three of you. And that's his turn. So now it is Felicity's turn.
Speaking of.
Can she run to Kariko?
Actually, I never got my turn.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, perfect.
Karina, you're up.
Thank the
Sorry. I was like,
My bad, you're up.
Wait a minute.
I'm confused. The mage went and I was like, wait, didn't I go before?
You're good. We'll just take your turn now. That's
Okay,
my fault.
Okay.
Pour down my
Yes,
notes and cut off
knowing that this is fated, I'm gonna move over here to flank the dreadnought with Kaz. And just looking, it's okay, buddy, it's okay. And then I'm just going to, is my spear right there within reach? Like I was throwing it there. Is it there?
Yep.
Or okay, pick that up, and I would like to try and attack this thing with it.
Okay, first you take 7 points of acid damage.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Attack number 1. No way. That's garbage. That's a 12. Go away. Okay, that's better. That's a 19 to hit.
You hit.
And that means, okay. D6. So that's, 10 damage plus I can do my other thing. Sorry. Hang on. I
Okay.
think it's another D6. Yeah.
Correct.
13 damage.
So close.
Can I? Sorry, I'm not sure how this works.
No, that's the D6 damage. So you did your 13, and you stab. Let's say, where do you try to stab him?
I'm trying to stab, like I picked it up off the ground and stabbed underneath his chin.
So you stab him, but he's like, he's just glaring at you. He's still up.
Then there's this grin that crosses her face, and the spear sparks, and he gets set on fire. 2d6 damage.
Okay, he had 1 HP left after your last attack. So
That's it. It's this half second of, and she looks over at Kara and sees how bad Kara is, and and then the spear just from the spearhead, just fire sparks and
okay.
engulfs.
So he falls onto the spear, and as you pull it out, he falls to the ground. And I need
Oh crap.
Rena,
Sorry.
and Karaku to take. This is different. His explosion's different.
I
Just tossed him.
It's a dex saving throw still.
I didn't think this through. I didn't think this through.
Toss failed. Toss failed hard.
Is it Dex?
Dex.
Oh no.
What was it, Karaku? 7. Karina?
4.
Oh my
All
god.
right, I need 5d6.
Well, don't roll max, because otherwise we might be in real big trouble.
So that's
I should have done something different with my description. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm really sorry.
that is 21 fire damage.
Ouch.
A tiefling? Well, I actually don't know what kind of tiefling you are, if that helps or not.
No hellish rebuke in my case.
Well, you get resistance, right?
Resistance.
To fire? Yep.
Yeah.
I had 1 HP.
Oh no! That doesn't help.
Oh no.
So he's dead, but there's still a mage running around somewhere.
And Kiraku's unconscious, or you have one left?
Oh, I am out.
Okay.
Kaz took the brunt of that, and he's just like, when he's still raging, so he's not.
Yeah.
But he's just.
It's okay. Oh no.
He's just moving, but moving like.
And I'm just going to finishing my turn because I don't actually think I know the mage is there. I don't even know if I noticed it. I'm gonna kneel down and my hand is resting on Kiraku's chest, and that's all I can do because my action's gone. So,
Okay.
but it's I'm there. Very, very large hand on your on
We
his
do
chest.
the Draconian mage's turn. You once again hear the guttural just. As a, let's say about from here to here wide, black orb, about 20 foot wide, appears and it's slowly growing. And that's his turn, but you don't know where he is.
My turn now?
Find him. It is Felicity's turn.
Oh dear.
Hey, I bought you time and messed it up really badly.
Claire, you have 1 HP. You're still up.
Yeah, she's gonna
No, I'm
see that
not.
one.
No, he's not. He
I was
had
at 1
HP.
when the damage hit me.
Claire's down.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hand on my on his chest waiting.
Okay,
It's on fire.
Felicity, like, oh my gosh, runs towards Kuriku because he's down, right?
Yep, he's down.
And she casts Revivify, right?
He's not like dead.
Not
dead.
dead.
Oh, he's not dead. Okay,
If
so
you
I can
heal him, it'll.
Dead,
Yeah.
then you cast Revivify.
Okay, well then
Now
I'm just gonna
You would cast a healing spell, like
Cure
heal-
Wounds.
Cure wounds. Perfect.
Yeah, Cure Wounds at the 3rd level.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean to.
He gets 21 HP back.
Okay. That's the big square.
Yeah, you're gonna have to clear those because I just realized I don't have clearing capabilities on this right now. So, yeah, sorry.
You can draw stuff and I'll just clear it.
Thank you. That was my bad.
Let me move you out of the way real quick so I can.
Sorry.
You can still do it. I actually kind of liked it, but I'm just gonna have Kiriku draw X's on everyone when they die.
You got it.
But
I just love
so
that
yeah.
there's X's all
So
around.
how much did he heal for, Felicity?
21.
21. You're back to
Nice.
21 HP, and you are still lying on the ground, prone, but you are healed.
With a very large hand on your chest.
We need you to stay in here.
And Kaz is mooing really loudly next to you, just.
Is he still on fire?
This has been
Kaz,
12
yeah.
seconds.
No, care.
No. He's not on fire anymore now that Felicity did the thing.
Oh, okay. Am I still on fire? Oh no.
I mean, you burned, but you're
Stop,
not.
drop, and roll.
Right?
Fire.
Well, no, I don't want to set him on fire again by accident.
Not on me, please.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that, Dove. I'm gonna do a little homebrew thingy.
Has
You were
no-
covered with acid.
Has no one played Sea of Thieves?
Yes,
I
I
have.
have.
I have.
Dove, actually, you were covered in acid.
Was.
Acid's explosive.
Oh no.
Give
That's
me
why
a
I
con
was-
saving throw.
That's why I was glad Soldier didn't actually produce water because acid or water being added to acid causes a
18?
exothermic reaction.
Yeah, but Soldier doesn't know that.
18.
Okay, you're gonna take half from this.
Okay.
You take 11 fire damage as
Ooh.
your legs just combust and boom.
Does that mean the
Nothing better than
acid's
that.
gone at this point? Because it has
Yeah,
exploded.
the acid is gone, but
Okay.
you took 11 fire damage from that. Don't you love playing with a homebrew DM, guys?
Mhm.
That's better than Thunder Thighs.
Fire. So with that, that's Felicity's turn over. Combat is still going. It is back to the top with Nyx.
Okay, there is a giant
Black
woman.
orb growing. It's like basically right
Okay.
behind, like 5 feet behind Soldier and 39 right now.
Okay, so if I kind of move, now I don't know why I'm drawing up too. So if I kind of like move over here, I can see where that's going.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of weave through people, come here, and I'm going to in the behind 39 and Soldier. I am going to cast Erupting Earth around the area of that orb, just kind of hoping that I might catch the mage in that area. It's a 20-foot cube centered. I'll put it like, I guess, just slightly on the back edge of the orb, just because I know they wouldn't be like hugging. I guess, I mean, they could be hugging Soldier for all I know, but I would assume not. So the earth starts to churn and erupt from behind them around that orb, and if there is any creature in that 20-foot cube, they'll have to make a dex saving throw.
And you said you were putting it like on the very back, like behind the back edge of that thing would be?
That's a, I guess, would that be a 20-foot cube? That's a 10-foot cube.
10. Sorry, I made it
wrong.
I didn't put it in the right spot because you said behind the thing.
Like starting, like, yeah, like I guess if the orb was right here, starting it like right here.
Okay.
So it'd be extending backwards 20 feet.
I did that wrong again. Brr. There we go. And what's the saving throw?
Dexterity.
So he was invisible. And how much damage does he take?
Did he fail?
He failed.
Cool. A lot. 29 bludgeoning damage.
So he dies from that. But the orb also compacts, expands, and you all feel a gravitational pull.
Oh.
I need everyone to give me strength saving throws.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Oh,
It's
boy.
a strong pull.
Oh,
no.
And the DC is pretty high.
Strength saving throw?
Yep.
Don't matter.
Not great. 13.
17.
I'm farther away, though.
So, okay, what was everyone's?
Well,
17.
you see, it don't matter what DC it is, because I got a 6.
Okay.
13.
So, okay, so who got under 1 through 10? Raise your hand.
I got 0.
You got 10 to 15. Okay. Who got 15 to 20? Okay, who got above 20?
You.
Everyone but Karina is sucked into this orb
Wait,
right now.
I have a question only because my hand is still technically on Kariku's chest.
That would be an athletics check to see if you can grab him fast enough.
Okay.
Bye, Karina.
So
Hope you find your party.
I get it. I get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws in this form. Does that include athletics checks?
No.
Okay.
Strength check.
Oh no, that was bad.
Wait, strength checks and strength saving throws, right?
Yes.
Athletics.
Isn't
Athletics is
a strength check?
It is, but
Okay,
some-
then yeah.
Okay, because that was bad. Go away. 18.
You grab him barely, and everyone else is sucked into this portal.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your party.
Pass fell too.
Yep, he rolled a 2.
Oh God.
Well, what's going on in this hole?
So you all find yourselves.
So proud of Felicity with that
Did y'all
roll.
see
I was
the-
like, dang,
did y'all
girl,
see the-
get it.
Did y'all see the change of screen?
Dark.
Black.
Black. Okay, hold on.
It's
Mine's just a
dark in
white
here.
grid.
Yeah.
Black grid.
You must not be in night mode.
Okay, hold on.
She's never gonna roll that well in a strength check again.
I know, and it still didn't work. I feel so bad for you. It made me. I was like, oh, girl, yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no.
Y'all, I rolled a nat 1
Wow.
and have a -1. I got a 0.
0.
Okay, hold on. I gotta refix apparently all my maps on here.
Ooh.
Oh,
looky.
joy. Oh, joy.
Oh, weird.
New
Oh,
map,
we are
new map.
screwed.
Na, na, na,
Say
na,
screwed
na,
indeed.
Have fun
na,
storming the
na,
castle,
na.
guys.
Y'all see it now?
Yeah.
You know what sucks even worse? Neither one of us know about the hidden tower.
Oh yeah, I didn't get the chance to tell you because I was.
No,
Y'all think you
I
are?
thought
Soldier's aware.
39 said something.
Yeah,
in the
39
room.
mentioned it.
Yeah, 39 mentioned it. I didn't see
Oh.
it, but 39 mentioned something about a hidden tower.
And then Soldier also did a wheel augury on the tower, so he's very
Yeah, but
much
you were
aware
sitting
of it.
there humming a tune. She didn't know what you were doing unless you talked about it.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't mention anything, but he's aware.
But did he
Kirku
get
is
sucked in
clueless.
too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Only Kara and Karina are not sucked in.
So I'm adding.
Everyone who knows about the tower is gone.
I know.
Well, I mean, technically, Karina
Karina
knows
knows that it
something is there.
exists.
Yeah.
So Karina and Karaku, you feel the gravitational pull end, and you are left with an option because it's still sitting there, and it is just a black pit. So you have the choice to either follow your friends or not.
I pick Karaku up.
Hi.
I'm literally holding up stuff so I can, because I don't know that's like.
I'm
used to
totally
him
with
being
it.
my
Just
height.
like
Sacrifice.
We going?
Sacrifice.
I've nearly died a couple of times already today.
Oh yeah.
Might as well
Just eat
follow him.
the bard.
And I just like again tap my hand against his chest, and I'm gonna use my I don't know what it's called anymore. My brain is not working.
Healing
Healing hands, and you get 5 hit points back.
Yee!
And then I look at myself. Yeah. And I put you down, and then I'm gonna
Wait, no,
take
carry
it
me.
Okay. And I pick him back up, and I'm gonna just go. And while I'm doing that, I trigger my second wind and then run right in after everybody else because I don't know what else to do. So yeah, second wind and then.
Gotta make a new one. Gotta make a new one. Hold on. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna. Do I get my second wind as I'm going? It's a bonus action. So
You
I
do.
assume so. Okay.
You all fall in and you find yourself in a very strange area.
Oh, that's garbage.
Yes, we are in the landfill right now.
I just rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Wait, for what?
Second wind.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
That sucks. That really.
Yeah, it's all right.
So,
I mean, it's better than nothing, right?
is it though?
Yeah.
Objectively, yes, but at the same time, maybe if you rolled
At the level you
second
guys are
later.
currently at, yeah, but like at higher levels.
PM, while you're working, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Can I grab Felicity's knife that she threw?
Yes.
Thank you.
So.
I run back. I hold you down so you can grab it.
Wait. Pointy thing. Hold on. Okay, now we're good.
Good
So
idea.
you all
Good idea.
land
Good
in
idea.
there. So we're all just flying on the ground.
Who in the blazes is laying on my chest? Because I'm assuming Soldier went in first since he got the lowest roll besides.
To be
no,
fair,
it's-
has it been a minute? Because if it hasn't, I'm still really big.
It
Unless
has
there's.
been, at this point, it
okay.
will have been a minute.
Okay, I was like, I really don't want to land on all of them.
So can y'all see the map?
Yes.
Okay. So y'all are all just in this room. You
Oh,
notice there's
delicious.
several statues nearby. You see a couple statues. Oh, also, I just want to say, toot my own horn. Every single one of these maps was handmade by me from scratch, from the ground up.
Incarnate?
Yep, incarnate.
Yep.
Hey, who's drawing stuff?
Very nice.
Soldier. You can tell by the colors who it is.
Oops.
So
My
you guys are here,
apologies.
and you're in this room. It's a room. There's a couple of statues in the middle of the room, and outside of that, you have no idea what just happened to you. You fell through a portal, and now kind of just in a spot you don't recognize at all. and you guys can look around a little bit.
What in the blazes? Where are we?
I will say with my starry form, it does last for 2 hours. I think it lasts for 2 hours because that's what wild shape does. I am glowing slightly, so I shed. I think it's bright light in 10 feet and dim light in another 10.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is pretty well lit in here. There's 4
it's
people
10
all over the
minutes,
place.
so not as long, but.
So you guys look and you see these 2 massive statues as well, and this little contraption here. It's got a little chalice sitting on it, filled with a black goopy liquid.
Don't drink that.
No.
Where's Kaz?
Oh.
Kaz is
Where's
here.
Kaz? Oh, okay. I thought that was intentional. I was like, no.
Oh no, it was. He's here.
Wait, what?
Where was? Thought I was gonna...
Check on the child.
Kaz, my son.
Can Felicity tell where he is?
Nope.
You have a child?
Well, not intentionally.
He kind of got warped some. You can kind of tell that Kaz must have fallen into a different part of this area than the rest of you.
The coming from where where I've come from, does any of this kind of like seem familiar in the intention, or?
You do know that this, so these 2 statues here are of a being with giant blue, like giant wings. He looks very draconic. He's holding a staff. Both statues are the same. You do recognize, you know the statue was only known as a being you had been told was the enemy.
She's just gonna stare at it for a really long time. It's just a draconic sort of...
Basically a dragonoid, like, humanoid. A dragon humanoid.
And I was told that they are the enemy.
Yes.
She's gonna stare at it, trying to piece puzzle together here. All of the others were taken from the enemy, and now she's just trying to work it in her head.
Am I still over Karina's shoulder?
Uh-huh.
I just raised my hand. It's just leaning over.
You're both
Fire
here.
and Scary.
Only she's a lot smaller now. I mean, she's normal size, which is.
Can we take a break for a moment, please?
Set Karaku down. I can help him.
Well, I'm all right as far as injuries go. I just need.
I'm not. Can I?
That was a
can
loss.
I need a minute. Yeah. Then I set him
Here.
down.
Here,
I just-
sit down. Sit down.
Okay, I'm sitting.
And Soldier's going to pull out a medicine kit and begin dressing their wounds, the both of them, because the boy has the healer feat.
Very kind of you.
Nice.
So let me quickly see.
Happened. You guys were gone, and then there was a black
So,
ball thingy, and then
Felicity.
we ran in.
They got sucked in.
Yeah, you guys get sucked in, and Felicity, you notice Kaz is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Must have gone to another part of the room. We can help.
Karaku, you get 14 hit points.
I'm back topped off.
Well, you get sucked in the forest, so
Kiarina?
should be here.
You get 15.
And actually, Soldier was not the first to get sucked into the portal. Kaz was.
Yeah, so we
Cool.
would have seen him. I was
Yeah,
first.
I was the second one.
So, hold on. Give me a moment. Would I have had any concept of what just happened to us?
You can tell you're a little shaken, so I won't even make you roll for this. Basically, what you know is you saw a big tower, you got attacked by a bunch of dragon people that you have experience with, and you know that they're bad news.
Mm-hmm.
And you got lit on fire. You were unconscious, woke back up, and then you got sucked. And then Karina grabbed you and basically jumped through a portal with you.
Cool.
And
So I'm putting a couple of numbers together in my head. I don't like where we are.
Not
first?
particularly.
Oh, you and me both, my friend. And Soldier's gonna pull out a bottle of mead and start sipping it.
39 is
smart.
going to turn towards them and just like look at them. She doesn't say anything.
I have questions.
Soldier
this one.
offers the mead.
To who?
039.
She just kind of tilts her head at it, but she doesn't take any.
39.
You want?
Who do you take orders from?
The person who created me.
And that was.
She doesn't answer.
Well, you see, Carrick, when a boy and a girl, or a boy and a boy, or a girl and a girl love each other very much,
That
or when a
conversation.
god and another god love each other very much.
That
You just
conversation
kind of see
is
this kind
they
of
have-
like heavy sort of internalized expression in her face as he's talking about what she knows.
39. Actually, Felicity, give me a wisdom check.
As 39's talking, can I touch the medallion on my neck subtly and I want to hear if she's thinking anything?
Sure can.
Yeah. Well, you all are doing
It was
that.
only a
I'm
7.
actually going to lay down.
7?
Yeah.
So first, Felicity, you hear a voice tell you, whisper, and the voice sounds exactly like your mother. Go to the chalice. And you are compelled to walk towards the chalice.
I was gonna say
And
I'm
towards the chalice.
looking at the chalice. Once Soldier has bandaged, I'm like staring at the liquid, just standing there staring at it.
If I notice anybody going for anything, I am going to launch myself at them and stop them.
Soldier, right before he passes out, because he is exhausted at this point, like, from that battle, because he has expended a lot of spell slots, he's just going to be like, don't touch anything. Bad luck.
First
and
we'll
then, bam.
First, we'll get to Karaku. Karaku, you use your little medallion. You use your detect thoughts.
Huh? Just surface level for now. I'm not pushing.
39. Give him a very, very simplified version of what you're thinking.
Okay. So the first thing that would come up was that we shouldn't be here. This is the house of the enemy. And then Soldier starts talking about how babies are made, and it goes quiet. and all you feel is kind of this loneliness and sadness. But there aren't much in the way of thoughts. She is suppressing anything, even surface level. She doesn't want to think about what Soldier is talking about.
Cool.
And Felicity, as soon as you approach the chalice, you feel this willpower break, and you notice on the chalice a different but very similar symbol to the symbol of House Bliss is carved into the sides, but it's slightly different.
Does she recognize it?
You would recognize that it's very similar to the symbol of House Bliss, but you don't know what it is.
But she knows what that means. Or could mean.
Could mean. And you feel the compulsion end, but you do hear the voice tell you, destroy this place.
Felicity, you good?
Sure. Yeah. She's just like staring at it. She's not doing like any action to move towards it, but you can tell she's just very confused.
Huh.
She's
And-
definitely thinking of various different things.
As you're all doing your things and Soldier is falling asleep, you do hear all of you hear a voice. And the voice goes, well. Looks like I missed one of the little experiments.
Hello?
Looks like she brought some friends. Looks like my pet and I are gonna eat real good tonight.
As that is said, Soldier just kind of like half awake, kind of is like, no, go away. I don't have any spare change.
And 39, you do this voice, you've heard it before, but you can't quite place it.
Is it something that would have been simulated for me to hear, or?
Yes.
Okay.
He goes, and you just hear him go, do you think he would have sent you here to die? You're so easy. So easy to fool. You're so easy to fool.
Pardon, can I have your name, if you don't mind? Introductions are customary for hosts.
You just kind of you hear pause and let's just say I used to go by Crotum.
Scrotum?
You remind me of somebody I used to know a couple centuries ago. He died too.
Oh, I've already done that once today.
Does this name trigger anything in my memory bank?
Yes, actually. You, upon hearing the name Crotum, and you as well, Karina, and you, Felicity, having studied the gods, well, that Crotum was the name of one of the beings who was tried to ascend to godhood, and he is the one who resurrected Tiamat 250 years ago.
Wait, would I also be familiar with that name?
You've been, not really, because your god doesn't really fiddle with the affairs of other gods, so you're kind of like, the way you've done with your godhood, whereas Felicity and Karina, they've studied a lot, so they recognize the name as well.
Can Felicity study the symbol harder on the chalice? Or like mark it down to memory, like compare?
Yes, and I will tell you the differences. So basically, wherever there was the circular symbol on yours, there is instead what appears to be a fire, a symbol of flame, and there are several barbs sticking out of the lines throughout the entire symbol. But other than that, virtually identical.
He tried to resurrect Tiamat 300 years ago?
250.
250, sorry.
She says nothing.
Just drink that tea.
Bad.
So, let me know.
I keep talking to this person.
Not really.
Can I tell if, like, he is projecting his voice, or if this is all being in our heads telepathically?
It seems to be coming into each of your heads at the same time telepathically.
Okay.
And he kind of looks there in, well, he doesn't look there, but you hear him just go, tell you what, I'll give you a little bit more information. If you can find your way out and kill my pet before my other pet burns up that little village.
Do you mind? You're really rude. Honestly, I just...
And he goes, I've already got your little bowl.
Do you? I've got these for you.
Oh, that's cute, kiddo.
You'll have to excuse my friends. They're a bit nervous about who you are. I'm
shaking my head at Kirikou like
I just kind of wave her off. I'm still a little zoned right now. So curious. So the deal is, if we find our way out and kill your pet, our friend goes free and you don't destroy the village.
Oh, I've already sent my other pet to the village. If you can get out, it's there.
Curious. If that's the case, this deal seems a little off, if you don't mind my saying.
Well, time works differently in here.
Oh. That kind of mage. Lovely.
Faster or slower?
I can't give you all the secrets there.
The soldier
Could.
then kind of wakes up. He's like, "Oh, one of those. Lovely.
So,
I've fought plenty of you in a bar before. Time, fast or slow, doesn't matter. Bring it on."
so are you going to be watching us the whole time?
Well, what would be the point of my game if I wasn't watching every step?
Ah, that's not
Rather
creepy at all.
creepy.
I can
Then
give you a good
curiosity has
time.
me. The chalice. I haven't really looked at it, but my friends seem to be interested in it. Any clues? I mean, we can turn this into a game if you'd like.
Nah, the game is just watching you guys flip. Actually, give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Felicity goes
Oh.
really quiet with the chalice.
Well, even at disadvantage, I treat that as a 19.
Okay,
Right.
he's gonna goes. Here's your hint. There's a lot of walls that might be moving around in this place.
Labyrinths.
What's
Stories.
to do with the
old.
chalice? Did he ask about the chalice?
He plays chess. Currently we're pawns. He's moving the board. This is probably some way to allow us to move more easily through the board if we're willing to risk the potential negative effects.
Oh. What are the negative effects?
That could be anything.
Oh, one last little hint. Well, not really hint, but just a heads up. I've got a lot of little pets in here that my dear God, she has given me the courtesy of having some of her little minions. So, have fun.
I grab Kirikou.
Final question, could we rest in here for a moment?
You can, if you want to risk it.
Fine. All right,
And
I'll stop
you hear
talking
the
to
voice
him.
fade from your minds, except Felicity. You hear a voice and he just goes, interesting. One of the Bliss girls. I enjoy turning you Bliss girls into blights.
Excuse the frick you? What do you mean turn us into blights?
You'll find out.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. And he just goes, careful what you say too loud, dear. I'll be keeping your little pet here nice and safe. Well, maybe not safe, but he'll be alive if you get it back.
Can I get your word on that?
I promise if you manage to escape and kill the big pet, I will give you your little bull back.
Alive.
Alive. Can't guarantee he'll be in one piece, but he'll be alive.
Fine.
So with that, the voice dissipates, and you're all standing in this big circular room with this chalice full of black goop in front of you. Karina and Felicity, you two are the close. It's right here. So
Felicity takes it. I'm not. If anyone drinks this first, it needs to be me.
No,
Who's sitting at my drinking cup?
Yeah.
my dear.
I'll smell it. I'll do whatever. It's. You don't understand.
I kind of do. I kind of know
Yeah.
who he is.
So, okay. If this is the enemy, has she had any specific training to familiarize herself with this
you
specific
know
situation?
you know he has a penchant for controlling blue dragons.
Okay, so watch out for blue dragons.
As
But
well as he's just very persuasive and able to take control of things very easily.
okay. And then what about like familiarity with labyrinths or
You wouldn't have too much of that.
okay.
Felicity, can Felicity tell what this is, or like
You
get
can
a sense?
you give me an Arcana check if you want.
Okay.
While she's rolling
Not
that,
great.
since she now has it
Nat
up.
20.
Hey!
That's 21.
Oh, nice.
21? Okay. You can tell this is some sort of it's definitely magic and not the good kind. It's very dark magic. You have been taught to avoid this type of magic your whole life. And it's also, it looks like a liquid, but it's thick and goopy, sort of like blood.
Okay. Would she know how you would apply it? Not that she's not going to, but would she kind of recognize with clerics?
Give me a history check.
Ooh. 21.
Dang.
So you
Jeez,
do
girl.
notice
She's got good history.
You do notice that in the center of the room, these two statues of Crotum.
Scrotum.
And,
Every time.
Every time.
and they both are holding in their hands are open, kind of like this, and each one has a little kind of divot where like a bowl would be. Looks like you can pour something in, and there's a hole in the middle of it, and as it goes, looks like it travels into the statues.
Got it. I think I know what to do with this. Thankfully, not drink it. Oh my gosh.
Could be fun too. DM, would I, now that she's handling the chalice, would I have caught any glimpse of that insignia?
Yes, and you can tell it looks also very similar to the symbol of House Bliss, but there's some key differences.
Right.
So you can tell kind of the same thing she did.
Got it.
She
We're
knows
about
a
done,
bit
guys.
too much.
We're wrapping up here in a minute. So Felicity, you've noticed that both statues are holding it. However, you do notice there's this distinct difference. There's a rune, Karina, carved into the chest of one of the statues, and another rune carved in another. And Felicity, you notice this. You can't tell what the runes are.
Can anyone read runes?
Yeah.
Depending on what they are.
Those two on the chest.
Of each of the
Hi.
Crotum statues.
Look at
The
them more
statues.
closely.
So you notice that the statue, and I'll just put a little blink here. This statue, the one closest to you guys, the rune on its chest says movement. And this one, the rune says release.
Move, release. I don't know what that means exactly, but
We
that's what
talked
they
about
say.
pets. I'm going to say let's avoid release.
The movement. I have a feeling, if my history recalls, you pour something, maybe this, into the little divot of the statue, then perhaps it'll activate. I mean, it's a risk, but
It's always a risk. You
idea.
could try it with water first.
Sure. I pull out my water skin. Look at everybody.
before we do this, though, do we want to rest? I feel like once we do it, we can't go back.
If we take at least a short time here to
I'll say you guys can take a
recuperate.
short rest.
Okay.
Sure.
In which
That would
case,
be great.
Yeah.
I am still very hurt.
We're gonna zoom past your little short rest. Say
Okay.
it like pretty quick.
although one sec, because I need to double check something real fast, because a short rest. Yeah, if you spend any hit dice, I'm gonna do a song of rest here and regain an extra D6 if you do any hit dice if we need healing.
Cool. There you go. Everyone gets an extra D6.
You roll that d6, correct?
I can.
Because it's the same number for all of us, isn't it?
You shouldn't have had me roll it. One.
You all get an extra 1 HP if you heal. On
There's a string broke on my loot.
it broke when you fell. It wasn't very gentle.
It's fine.
So, are we pouring the water first?
39 has stepped back and she is just observing at this point.
Okay. Nix, are you doing the same, just kind of watching?
Yeah, I'm just kind of preparing for anything that comes up.
Okay, so are we pouring water first or are we pouring the liquid?
I'm fine with either. we want to just go straight for it, whole hog, why not?
Might be worse if we do something wrong than testing it first.
I'll just Felicity goes and like pours a small amount of the chalice into the.
So you see, as you pour some out, the statue starts to turn black. But since you only poured a little, it only turns like up to its arm, up to the top of its shoulders, black.
Has it taken any life, or is it just black?
Nope, it's just black.
Have to
Might
use
as well
all of
keep
it.
going.
She
Yep.
pours more.
So you pour more, and more of it, its torso turns black, and the arms turn blue.
Stop.
Nothing else has happened.
Wrong.
He
Stops.
He controls the sapphire dragons. Was it sapphire or blue?
Blue.
Blue.
Not sapphire.
Blue.
What? No, 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 no.
Sorry.
I was gonna say
I was thinking of
sapphire.
the
This
other
just
guy.
got real interesting.
The rune that was on it, has that changed at all?
Nope.
There's movement, but do you want me to pour some into the other one just to see what color it is?
Is there enough to pour into both?
Do you look in the chalice and it's about half empty?
Is the statue, as it turns, does it become more lifelike?
It still appears to be stone.
39's gonna cock an arrow. Just be ready.
All right. And
I'm gonna stand right next to Felicity, where if I need to, I can kind of do the whole.
So
Felicity, you're good.
you pour the rest, Felicity?
No offense, but I think you're squishier than I am.
Felicity's just kind of like she's struggling and she's staring really hard at the rune on the chalice, like just kind of.
It's not your
Conflicted.
family.
You don't know that.
You want? I can pour it in if you want. I don't mind.
No. I should probably do it. I mean, it's not going to matter anyway, but just I've already got it.
So you pour the rest?
Yeah.
So it all goes in and the entire statue turns blue and its head slowly cocks and looks down, but nothing happens until you notice the room shifting around you.
Mm.
Movement.
And you notice the same black portal as before erupts around you, but this time it doesn't force you. Everything just appears to be a black vortex. You guys are now moved
Here we go again.
Huh?
into another room. This room, right here. You guys are moved, but you're not together.
Ah, lovely.
Vidya and Care, you guys are in a room with several sarcophagi. Well, you all are, but Felicity and Karina, you two are together. Or I'm sorry, Care and Felicity are together. Karina is with 39, and Nyx and Soldier are together. You can kind of hear each other as you like land. You can kind of hear like, and you can kind of tell you're in the same vicinity if you guys look at the map. But each room has 4 sarcophagi in it. And you each notice as one of the sarcophagi slides open and a clawed hand reaches out, and that's where we're
Pew.
ending.
Ah!
Yeah, she would have shot that off as soon as.
So that, everyone, is session 1 of
Yee!
with our lovely players, and we had a eventful episode. I didn't expect it to get that eventful that fast, but you guys,
Yeah, we were all pulled into a portal.
you guys did the things. Well, it really got started because I wasn't expecting the Pass Without Trace to fail, and I saw Nyx had it on her character sheet before, and so I was like, oh, she'll probably use it. And then she rolled that, and I was like, oh no, they found them.
Yeah,
Oh,
I rolled a
no.
6.
Oh boy.
And nothing can go wrong.
All right.
Pajamas.
Oh goodness.
Which
Oh,
my
boy.
spider has a +3, but I have a +0.
All right,
Brian,
the
Mark,
pajamas.
That's where this session will end. We'll end the recording now. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in with us next session to see what happens and if they find the lovable cause.
We're farther away from him than we were before.
Die round 2.
Well.
Electric
Thanks for
Boogaloo.
watching, everybody. And